from here. Agbara, see, capable. Greetings from here. As you are joining, please share the video and invite the rest so that we will preach the gospel truth and expose all the evil people who are hiding under the name of they love our leader to be causing problem in IPOB. Please invite others. Almost here, Biafra. Like you all know, my name is Mazi Achebe Paul, MAP. We stand for the truth and nothing but the truth. And we speak the truth, irrespective of who is involved. We don't give any dime. We don't look face. Because Mazinam can tell us not to look face. There will be no election in Anambra State. We are not begging you. We are ordering you. It's an order from the leadership of IPOB. Everything we tell you who ha. We don't pretend. So the order have been given. If you choose to do otherwise, you will see things that will happen to you otherwise. Victor Honors, greetings from here. Bele Chukokoro, greetings from here. Anieze Chigozie, greetings from here. Chris Best, greetings from here. Onu Christians, I greet you. On top, Vicky, greetings from here. Almost here, Biafra. Mr. David, almost here, Biafra. Ifeanyi, greetings from here. I greet everyone. Please invite others, invite people, invite men, invite as many as you can and share this video. Let's move it. Let's move it. No retreat, no surrender. I want to finish. Today is the turn of Ifeanyi, the small cricket with a swell up stomach, hiding under pretense that is helping the Igbos and causing mayhem. Doris, greetings from here. Ernest, greetings from here. Nora, greetings from here. Felix, greetings from here. Mbanugo Mary Ogo, I greet every one of you. Eva Nzube, I greet you. Please invite the rest. Invite them. Because before I proceed, let me hand over this wonderful broadcast to the hands of Chukwu Kikabia Monye Premier Imihe Nine, otu onye na-ekpesara agụ, ọmụma amasị amasị, ugwu a na-alị atụ egwu, Chinke Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, Chinke Biafra, Chineke nna onye ime n'igwe, ọmụma amasị amasị, eze na-ekpesara agụ, Chukwu nke pụrụ ime ihe niile. Nna, anya kene gị n'ụbọchị nke tata, isila anya dị mma ikene gị, ọjọkwa njọ ikene gị. Nna, ọ bụ ngị nwa nwe ọlụ niile, ngị nwa na-alụ ya. Ngị nwa ke mma, ngị nwa ke njọ, ngị nwa kele ihe niile. Isi na ihe niile kere eke ga na-akpa isi ala na-enye gị. Na ọ bụ na ya akpọghị isi ala nye gị, na ihe eziokwu te na aja na ahịhịa nọ n'ime ọhịa ka ha kpọọ isi ala nye gị. Nna m, ọ ga-abụ ihe alụ dịla anyị nwa na anyị ga-adị ndụ ewebụla ahịhịa na okwute ga-efe gị. Nna, anyị wee sị na anyị ga-efe gị ofufe wee ruo mgbe ebighị ebi. Nna, ana m ekene gị n'ụbọchị nke tata. Ana m ekene gị n'isi Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, n'isi afọ wee kwaba okpu. Ana m ekene gị n'isi enya, n'isi ezinụlọ ya, n'isi nwunye ya, n'isi ụmụ ya niile. Ana m asị gị ka ị nara ekene onisi wee mee ha wee dị ndụ n'ụbọchị nke tata. Ọ bụla n'ike aka ha, kama nọ n'ike na site na amara gị bụ Chineke Chukwu okike abịa ama ka iji wee dose ha ndụ. Nna m wee na-asị gị ka ị nara ekene na mbunye elu ise. Nna, ana m akpọkụ gị n'ụbọchị nke tata wee na-aharụ ndị DOS niile. Ana m ekene gị n'isi ha ncha niile, na-ekene gị n'isi ndị IPOB niile, na-ekene gị n'isi anyị niile, na-ekene gị n'isi ndị ESN niile, na-ekene gị n'isi ndị commanders of ESN. Nna, ana m ekene gị n'isi ha ncha niile. Ana m ekene gị wee sị gị nara ekene bịa ribe otito gị. Nna, ana m ebute Maazị Nnamdi Kanu wee na-ahanye gị n'aka. Ana m asị gị ka ichebịa n'ụtụtụ, chebịa n'ehihie, chebịa n'abalị. Ana m ahata ndị DOS niile na-etinye gị n'aka ka ichekwebe ha ncha niile n'ụtụtụ na ehihie n'abalị. Ana m aharụ ndị lọya anyị niile na-etinye gị n'aka wee sị gị ka ichebe ha ncha niile ụtụtụ na ehihie n'abalị. Nna, ana m aharụ ndị ESN niile na-etinye gị n'aka wee sị gị ka ichekwebe ha ncha niile n'otu na ehihie n'abalị. Nna, ana m aharụ ndị IPOB niile na-ekwu okwu na soshal midia wee na-etinye gị n'aka wee sị gị ka ichekwebe ha ncha niile. Nna, ana m asị gị na oge ahụ akara aka elugo. Nna, oge ahụ isiri anyị na anyị bịa ka anyị bịa restọọ ebe obibigo obodo gị nke akpọ Biafra. Nna nyanwa ka anyị nọ n'ime njem ahụ ka anyị nọ n'ime. Nna ekwene ka anyị nwụọ n'ime, ekwene ka anyị daghachi azụ, ekwene ka anyị daa mba. Nna onye ọbụla nke lalụchala ụla pụta sị na ya ga-sabotaji this struggle. Nna sabotaji ndụ onye ahụ, sabotaji ihe niile onye ahụ na-eme. Nna ka onye ahụ ka anya ahụ were anazi elu mmiri na Eke, ka o were anazi elu mmiri na Orie, ka o were anazi elu mmiri na Afọ, ka o were anazi elu mmiri na Nkwọ. Nọ ime n'igwe nwee na-asị gị ka ị bịa gozie Maazị Nnamdi Kanu wit mmụọ amamihe, gozie ndị DSS anyị niile wit mmụọ amamihe, gozie ndị lọya niile wit amamihe, gozie ndị ESN wit amamihe, gozikwa mụ na onwe m bụ Maazị Achebe Paul wit amamihe. Nna ekwene ka anyị dapụ n'ụzọ nwere onwe. Nna ka ị nọnyere anyị, ọ na-anyị ọga ka ọ ga-adị. Ise nna na m ayọ gị n'ụbọchị nke tata wee na-asị gị ekwene ka anyị dapụ, ekwene ka ndị ilo kwapụ anyị, ekwene ka ndị nke dapụrụ adapụ ka ha kwapụ anyị. Nna wee na-akpọku gị n'ụbọchị nke tata wee na-asị gị eze ebube dị ngọzi, omemma mma rụrụ arụ, ọmụma amasị amasị, chi nke nna nna anyị ha. Nna ichekwebe nna nna anyị ha. Nna ọgụ ahụ nna anyị ha nụ mana ha enwetara ya. Nna anyị nwa bụ ụmụ ha ga-anụtazịa, maka na ihe mmadụ ji amụta nwa bụ ihe ahụ na-emenwulo ka ụmụ ya mee ya. Nna anyị abịago ka anyị mee ihe ahụ ndị nna nna anyị ha na-emenwulo ha ji wee taa ọfịa. Nna anyị abịago. Nna wee na-asị gị ka inye anyị ikikere ka anyị ga-eji wee mie, ka anyị wee nweta Biafra n'oge nke anyị. Nna nekwa ndị agha ndị izu nke nọ n'ala Biafra. Nna ka izite ndị mmụọ bunyite the spirit of ndị ahụ nwụrụ n'agha Biafra. Nna ka abịa kụgbuo ha ncha niile, ka ha ghara ime ebe ndị ga na-agbagbu ha ga na-esi na-abịa. Nna na m ayọ gị nke a ma kwere na ị ga-emela anyị. Nna wee na-asị gị nekwa ndị nke bụ evil politicians. Nna ka ị bịa bie ha ncha niile aka n'anị. Nna ayọ gị nke a site n'afa Chukwu okike abịa ma ise. Nna ma nke ncheta ekpe ma nke nna echetara. Nna biko ka imezuola anyị ha ncha niile, maka na ịma mkpa anyị karịa ka anyị mara onwe anyị. Nna m ebutekwa Maazị Simon Ekpa n'iru gị wee sị gị nna ka inye amamihe oge ji na-aga n'iru. Nna ekwene ka ọ dapụ n'ọgụ ikpeazụ a. Nna gbaa anyị ume ka ọ na-aga n'ụzọ ziri ezi. Ekwene ka ọ dapụ. Nna na m ayọ gị nke a ma kwere na ị ga-emelu m ya. Ọ na mkpere ka ọ ga-adị n'Eke, ọ na ka ọ ga-adị n'Orie, ọ na ka ọ ga-adị n'Afọ, ọ na ka ọ ga-adị na Nkwọ. Wee sị gị ka ị meelu m ya. Ise. Greetings Biafrans all over the world. Greetings lovers of freedom. Greetings my people of Anambra people. I greet every one of you. I have come this evening to do justice to the desperate Ifeanyi with his hired fake prophet. Biafrans, we all know the stage where we are now. We must delete this a short-term memory we have. You will see, all of us see the video that was circulated yesterday, where a Nigerian military organized with the useless Nigerian police, and they were shooting themselves, acting film in Anambra State to scare people so that they will see reason to start killing innocent people. But unfortunately, we are not scared of them. We are higher than them. And we see what happened in Enugu State this early morning, where the Nigerian Boko Haram in uniform were destroying people's property in Enugu State, Biafra land. We saw all those things. But guess what? Do not panic. Do not cry emotional. Do not say, oh, this is the right time to strike. Everything has a step. Everything has a step. But that is not the reason why I'm here now. The reason why Biafrans are panicking. When the time comes, una flow those people in Ebalaiba, ha ga-eji ndụ ha wee tụnye n'ime. Ihe nji maka wee bịa na bụ ka ngwa unu. There will be no election in Biafra land. There will be no election in Biafra land. Beware of fake prophets. Beware of those hired prophets. Beware of those hired cricket on social media. Beware of this nincompoop in South Africa. They will come with all manner of tricks. Don't fail in their trap. Don't give them a listening ear. We are IPOB. We stand in our words. We are not coward. We are not a double. We don't play double games. Once we say something, we are talking ado. That is why Mazinan can tell you that we are fearless before our enemy. What we said on November 6th is total sit at home. If you tell me that you can be campaigning for a sit at home at the same time campaigning for election, how can you serve two masters at the same time? These two things cannot work together. Two of them cannot work. It is impossible. It is impossible. It can never work. Now, let me go to the real video that brings me here, so that I made a small analysis about the video, but I want you people to pay attention, because there is no single human being that will not understand. Let me check if this is the real video. If not, I kick it out. No, not this one. This is not the video. This one is another, because all the whole pastors now, they are releasing prophecies. All those prophecies, even you can sit down and calculate what is going on. You don't need anyone to tell you what to do or how to prophesy. You don't need any prophecy now. We don't need any prophecy at all. We don't need it. If anyone tell you that he's a prophet, he is proceeding for Anambra, my brother, don't listen to such prophecies. Fake. Let me exactly. I will first of all allow the video to play a little. I know many of you have watched this video, right? I know, quite all right. But I want to do the real justice to this very video you are about to watch now. What is really happening? I don't know if the thing is functioning. The app just sees there's a lot of attack coming. But Anya, I can look why na. What is really going on? There is a lot of attack coming, but Anya Kaligegu. Let me bring the video back. I was forced to leave the page and come back. Greetings, lovers of freedom. Let's listen. Greetings. I will skip. I will fast forward this thing out. Listen attentively to this video you are about to watch now. This man you are seeing here is a real fake prophet, fake one from pit of hell. God never revealed anything to him. I tell you nothing but after paying him, he say, oh, God revealed to him. I know many of you have watched. That is watching me now, which they have. I don't want to massacre us for. I don't want to listen to myself. Let me fast forward it. That Ifeanyi to go and kidnap mass. Ifeanyi can use his own private jet to kidnap him over to Buhari, put Buhari in. Anyone that I will be telling you tomorrow. If a prophet, I am not. Don't worry. Wait, let me, because this thing. Okay, let's listen to the man. Biafrans all over the world, pay attention, because let me pause it. First of all of us know what is going on right now in Biafra land. This man you are seeing here is being hired by Ifeanyi. This man you are seeing here is being paid by Ifeanyi. The desperate Ifeanyi, who his house is on fire. He moved to Anambra, to Lagos State to campaign. Is it God that asked him to move to Lagos to campaign? Is Lagos Anambra State? And he go to Abuja. in order to do you know the reason why God used the evil DSS to not allow Ifeanyi to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Because Ifeanyi wanted to use a devilish jazz against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He want to use his evil power against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But behold, Chukwu Okike Abiama have destroyed him. Now he is desperate. Wait, I will play the video, my brother. Don't worry. I will just relax. I am the one who bring the video. I will allow you to listen before I start analyzing, because it's good to explain, so that when you are listening to the video, you will be able to calculate fast to know where the man is going. As I'm talking to you, as of a few days back, the zoo soldiers, the zoo government deployed that 8,000 personnel, security personnel, to Anambra State. What are they coming there to do? To slaughter the Anambarians, to slaughter the indigenous people of Biafra, to slaughter the real owners of the land. Because I don't see, there is no crisis in Anambra State, but they want to make it look like there is a crisis. Now, you and yourself know that there is a lot of blood sharing in Biafra land. Now, this man never saw those things. He never saw the killing that he was coming in Ebonyi State. He never saw the killing in Imo State. He never saw that Enugu State is under siege by the same terrorists. The only thing God revealed to him is Anambra State. That is how you know a fake prophet. And God never revealed to him the day the Nigerian Boko Haram will stop. God never revealed to him that a marginalization, Islamization is going on. God never revealed that to him. God never see all those things to reveal to this fake prophet. Let's hear him.
A prophet to my people alone, or a prophet to the whole world?
Prophet fire, prophet my foot.
You will bear me witness that I'm one few prophet in Nigeria who speaks about Nigeria, my country. And by the grace of God, by his mercy, there is nothing God has used me to say concerning this nation that has not manifested.
And they cannot mention one thing.
I pray for all the states. I pray for all the leaders. Amen. Amen. I am not a politician, and I will never be a politician like that. What God gave to me is bigger than a politician.
I want you to listen to the end, so that if I start to analyze, I will be shorting the video.
I've got this revelation twice, but the one I saw last time was so brutal. Concerning the election coming up this week, we are entering in Anambra State. Is it Anambra?
You're not even sure.
God said I should tell our people in Anambra State to pray. Amen. Amen. I saw war in Anambra. I know every election.
Hey, the fake prophet. Ndamumo ya baoba.
Some people are hiding under the sea. They want to use election to launch an attack against another people. I saw human heads everywhere, fire here, everywhere, burn down.
Unaneje kwanti, prophet of doom.
To slaughter people, to kill people, to destroy people in another state. Pray for all the innocent people in Anambra that God should preserve them. This is an evil plan from the kingdom of darkness. Number two, there is a young man God showed to me that he was confused to liberate Anambra people.
Thunder fire you.
Mr. Ifeanyi.
Hey! Jesus. Holy Spirit, abatagokwa mimo. Holy Spirit. Shentori bebe. Shentori bayaka sakuru. Thunder will fire this man. Walai, thunder will fire this man. Can I prophesy? my people, can I prophesy? May not tell me pro now. This man is an idiot. One line. My brother, do you see anything like prophecy here? This is the reason why God say that my people perish because of lack of ignorance, lack of knowledge, I mean. This man here now, when I tell you people that he will not come straight. Now, remember, let me bring it because I have gotten what I want. This is what I hope you have listened to him. I will listen. I will not be sick. Now, Holy Ghost fire. Can I prophesy? I see IPOB sitting at home on the 6th of November. I see IPOB giving order on the November 5th. Sit at home will take place in Anambra State. Shetori kakuru. Shetori mayaka, shaturo. Pro. I see Nigeria military fighting Boko Haram. Can someone shout kuru ya? Oh yeah, Jesus church we name. Oh yeah, Jesus church we name. In for something, Anya, you are seeing something happening, and you call yourself a prophet. Why this man didn't prophesy last year? Why didn't that God reveal something to him? Hi. Oh now biam Onya kwesi. Let's look at this man storming. Onya diko eneme fasting. Onya diko eneme fasting from month 6 to 6. This man here, just look at his belly. Look this man belly now. Look this belly. This man that is drinking beer, drinking alcohol, going to all manner of ashawo quarters. Just look at this belly. Or belly no you got for Jesus. Or the you got this stomach now, or you get or happy people like me, Mazi Achebe Paul MAP, not to review things to me, or borrow this iPhone 6 get review something. Hired fake prophets everywhere. This man was hired by Ifeanyi, and no man up put a guy straight to that. I see Ifeanyi winning an election. People will come for him. That is why Ojuwe Puta saying that he saw war in Anambra State. So this is the time he's seeing war. But he never saw war in Imo State. He never saw war in Ebonyi State. He never saw war in Osun State. He never saw war in Katsina State. He never saw that the bandits will kill 23 Nigerian soldiers as of today and they burn their bodies. He never see it. But he's seen Anambra war. Now, to see how stupid this man is, he don't see any other name mentioned. The same person who bring his own private jet to rendition our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That God is it God that revealed to this pastor, this fake prophet, that to tell Ifeanyi to use his private jet to go and rendition our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And he did that after. Now, you want to tell me that God is an author of confusion? Is this what this man is trying to say? Instead of God to review a solution to solve how Nigeria will disintegrate peacefully to this Alphonse, God did not do that. He is trying to make God an author of confusion. He is trying to use God to do business as usual. Of course, there's no the only prophet I know is Prophet Sampe, the Sampe master. That is the only prophet I know. Now, Kaina, when you see this video one after the other, Kaina when you ofu.
I am not a prophet to my people alone.
You're a prophet of doom.
You will bear me witness that I'm one few prophet in Nigeria who speaks about Nigeria, my country.
Mugu.
And by the grace of God, by His mercy, there is nothing God has used me to say concerning this nation that has not manifested. I pray for all the states. I pray for all the leaders.
This belly, because my people, can this stomach do fasting? Be sincere with yourself. Can this stomach do fasting from 6 to 6? One name go that for man. Fasting. Look this tummy, this belly that look like 9 months old pregnant woman. Can this man do fasting and prayer for 6 to 6 dry fasting with this stomach? God will disgrace you. God will disgrace you. Watch out. Can I go put your phone?
I am not a politician, and I will never be a politician like that.
Amen.
What God gave to me is bigger than a politician.
Yes, because let me explain this. What God gave to him is bigger than politician, because he lied more than politician, and he is using the name of the Most High to lie. That is the height of it. That is the height of insult you can give to God, and that make him bigger than politician, worse than politician, and more dangerous than politician, because he used mental slave to hold people. He is using he's brainwashing people, using the name of God to brainwash people and to use the name of God to lie to people. That is the height of insult, and because of that, he is worse than Boko Haram. He is worse than bandit. This man is worse than terrorist. This man is worse than any politician in that Zoom. Look in belly. Let's listen.
I got a revelation last night.
You didn't got anything.
I got this revelation twice, but the one I saw last night was so brutal.
Yes, Ifeanyi have approached him twice. That is what he's trying to say. Ifeanyi approach you twice. The first one, he come with the first money, you say no. That is the first dream. Now, the second one is when he come with a black check. When they name your price, that is the second one. Let's hear the black check. How he will how he will campaign for Ifeanyi.
God said I should tell.
Wait, Ifeanyi said that he should tell Anambra people, stop mentioning the name of God, because God never say anything. Just continue saying that. God said, Ifeanyi said to you that you should tell Anambra people, we are listening.
Our people in Anambra State to pray. Amen. Amen. I saw war in Anambra.
You saw nothing. You saw nothing.
I know every election there used to be war.
Thank God you know.
But this particular one is coming up. Some people are hiding under the sea. They want to use the election to launch an attack against another people.
What he just said is what Ifeanyi and Andrew one who kidnapped Chris Ngige. The family that kidnapped Chris Ngige and close eBay to cement and burn many things in Anambra State. That is Andrew. Now, Ifeanyi who used his private jet to kidnap our leader, and they send unknown gunmen with a connive with Soludo and the Valentine, all of them to kill Anambra State. You are not talking. My brother, if you want to text me message, you text me. I'm sure you are watching me on a program. Text me message, I will read it. Now, this man, he never see all those things. He never see the solution of Nigeria, but he can see. Let us hear him out.
I saw human heads everywhere.
And you never see what is going on in Maiduguri.
There are people who are cooking, who are warming up. They want to hide other election, to slaughter people, to kill people, to destroy people in Anambra State.
This is stomach here not to go to much. Now listen, Kai more down we analyze this thing. You sitting down there now. Me and you know that the whole East, they have turned East to a war zone. For this man now, instead of this man to come out and they call all the leadership in the East, tell them, come, your people should come on a round table to discuss how Nigeria will divide, how Biafra will get their freedom. to tell them, you will not remove the name of God. Just tell them, remove the name of God, that Nigeria have expired. Nigeria, nothing works in Nigeria. That the only thing you can do now is to divide that zoo so that the people can go. He did not do that. But the worst mistake this man made is to use the name of mighty God, the Chukwu Okike Abịama onye pụrụ ime ihe niile, to lie for the people of Anambra State, and God will not forgive him for this. And I watch him. He said that he never prophesied anything over Nigeria that have not come to pass. And he cannot be able to mention of one or two things that this Iflef have prophesied that come to pass. Because this man now, God did not reveal to him. God never revealed to him that Nigeria is under Islamization. God never revealed that to him. God never revealed to him that Christian in Nigeria cannot walk freely in the north. God never revealed that to him. God never revealed to him that he need to go to Aso Rock to talk to the Janjaweed in Aso Rock to find out if the thing in Aso Rock is still remember Buhari. God never revealed that to him. God never revealed to him that Soludo is evil. God never revealed to him. God never revealed to him that Ifeanyi is evil. God never revealed to him. God never revealed to him to go to Imo State to preach to Hope Uzodimba, who is killing our people on a daily basis. God never revealed that to him. God never revealed to him that Devil Mahi is killing innocent people in Ebonyi State. God never revealed that to him. Now tell me, what God have revealed to this monkey? Have God ever revealed? God is not author of confusion. Now, this man is, do you people know that this is how they imposed people on us? We can remember how Buhari was imposed, prophesied by the so-called men of devils, men of dogs is what I call them. These people tell us that Buhari is a prayer answered, that God sent Buhari to wipe away Nigerian tears. Now, is Buhari wiping away Nigerian tears, or Buhari is causing Nigeria to suffer? Now, that is how they prophesize that God revealed to them that the whole post of the man is a prayer answered to Imolite. See what is going on in Imolite today. My brother, a lot of prophecies is coming out now. Those things are just mere calculated stories. Anyone can give. If you want now, I can give you what will happen tomorrow in the East. If you think, let me enter. If you think I am lying, or you are listening, can I prophesy tomorrow there will be business going out? God revealed to me there will be no election in Anambra come on November. God have revealed to me that they will postpone the election. Is that a prophecy? Watching out of what is going on now in Anambra State, you don't need any prophecy. You don't need anyone to prophesy rubbish like this man. Ifeanyi, who bring out his plane, connive with his friend, is what God revealed to this big belly man. Nothing but bullshit. So he want to tell me now, when they impose this man, Ifeanyi and the other people to Anambra, he will now kidnap all the whole Anambarians and they kill them because God revealed to this man. Have the people that God never revealed to Nigerians are the ones helping Nigeria. The ones God have revealed to Nigeria are the ones killing Nigeria. How true is this thing? How true is this thing? Can you now watch this, Anupama?
God said, please, pray for all the innocent people in Anambra that God should preserve them. Pray for them, because this is an evil plan from the kingdom of darkness. Number two, there is a young man God showed to me.
There is a young man God showed to you.
To liberate Anambra people, but they will not allow him. Mr. Ifeanyi. I have seen that man with the rest of us fight time. The same people that this man is carrying, I saw them backing him. I saw them betraying him.
Thank God, Ifeanyi can never rule Anambra State. The last governor of Anambra State is Willie Obiano, that Kai man. And the Uba family can never rule Anambra State. Soludo, who can never rule Anambra State. God never reveal anything to you. Now, let me tell you, there's many other fake prophets. I will remove this man. In case you want to join the broadcast, you feel free to request. The link to join is there, and you can join the broadcast. Or if you have things, because I have been receiving calls, I believe some people want to join me. The link to join, click the link and follow it. My brother Odem Kemma, if you are watching me, you want to join, maybe that was the reason you are calling, you can click on the link and join the program so that we march forward. Now, you see the reason. The desperate Ifeanyi is now, they are now buying pastors. Remember what Ifeanyi tell you before their primary this thing. He tell you that he will buy many IPOB social media warriors. He said that he will buy social media warriors from IPOB. Today, he have bought his brother, the import in South Africa. He have bought a master prophet. He have bought many people truly. Now, ask yourself, are they really for Biafrans? How can these people be for Biafrans? If you find Yoruba really love Igbos, what have he done to stop the killing in Imo State? What have he done to stop the killing in Ebonyi State? Is there Ebonyi people, are they not Igbos? Imo people, are they not Igbos? Is it the only Anambra people that are Igbos? I am asking Ifeanyi. I am asking Anduba. I am asking Soludo. I am asking Valentine Ozigbo. Are you people not seeing what is going on in Biafra land? What have you people done to stop it? What have you people done to stop Hope Uzodinma from massacring our people? What have you people done to stop the army siege, the Boko Haram that is massacring our people? We saw what is happening in Enugu State. Are you people blind? What step have you people make to dissolve the crisis that is going on in Biafra land? Your own brother, Onunekuli Igbo, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is in detention. And the election is more important to you people than human life. So you people prefer to become governor and wipe out the whole Biafra land than to do the needful. And that fake pastor. There are so many of them. All the whole that the GO, all of them are evil. I know people will not like this program because it has to do with their religious mugus. I'm not a fan of religion. Yes, I'm a Christian, but I can never give any money to any pastor. I pray in my house. I ask God. Ask yourself, how can this man be using God's name to be imposing people? God is not author of confusion. You never ask God for the solution to that problem. You saw war, but you never saw the solution to the war. You saw war, but you never saw the solution. You see the problem our people, you see why our people, these people are using Christianity to brainwash us. You see the reason why Islamization is going on. Because they are busy fighting for their pocket. They are busy fighting for their self. Ask yourself, Ifeanyi is involved in rendition our leader, which means he will now kill the whole Biafrans if by mistake election hold in Anambra State. He will now, because I asked him, if he is your friend that provided the jet that they used to rendition our leader, which means you are aware that our leader have been kidnapped in Kenya. As your brother, what have you done to rescue that your brother in Kenya? What have you done? You did not contact the leadership of IPOB, Mazi Chike or any IPOB, but you can contact them for them to lift the election, for them to lift the seat at home, for them to stop so that they can support the election. You can contact them. Is that not the height of wickedness? Is that not an evil sign? So tell me, we have our brother here on this platform. Let's bring him. My brother Raphael, you are welcome to the program.
Bless you, my brother.
Almost hey Biafra.
Oh, hey Biafra.
Oh, hey, Biafra. You can go ahead and introduce yourself, great Biafrans all over the world.
Yeah, fellow Biafrans, I greet you all in the mighty name of Chukwuka Kabiama. My name is Raphael Chiamaka Jere. I am from Oru East in Imo, Biafra land. And I'm always delighted to associate with people with sound mind like our brother Mazi Achebe Paul. So I saw your video you're showing, so I wanted to throw in more lights.
And the video is still here. If you want, I can still bring it on. But okay, go ahead and give us your own what you understand by that fake prophet, because that is what I see him.
Yeah, you know, our people should understand. The person talking to you, I was once a pastor. You know, sometimes when I tell people I was a pastor, they ask me why are you no longer a pastor? I am no longer a pastor because I am now watching Eke. Because all those things you see them do in the name of pastor, most of them are just the more you look, the less you see.
Exactly.
Most of them are criminals. They take advantage of the situation, they capitalize on it, because they know that once they call the name of God, your sense of reasoning will be frozen. Once they call Jesus and they call God and they say prophecy, you no longer use your critical mind again, you just believe. This man is a bloody liar. Just like Amasi Paul has said, look at his pot belly. Only his pot belly alone will let you know this man can he fast for even 5 hours.
Imagine. On West stomach ulcer. Makachi.
And then he's the person that God is speaking to. So, okay, God did not speak to him. God did not speak to him about the crisis, just like our brother Amasi Paul has said, about the crisis in Imo State.
Okay.
God did not speak to him about the Supreme Court governor in Imo State to tell people that Supreme Court governor is not supposed to be governor and it's fake. God did not speak to him. So God is not speaking to you that Ifeanyi is going to be governor or is the savior for Anambra State. So God did not speak to him that the shedding of blood
in Nigeria is too much.
It's too much. And the shedding of blood in Biafra land, God did not speak to you about it. He's telling you that Anambra election, these people are just criminals. You know, they're just criminals. And one thing I want us to know is that it's possible that Ifeanyi may, possibly take advantage of this situation to know, because politicians, they can do anything, to give some of these prophets some money to speak good about them. And another thing that these prophets do, just like I'm telling you right now, they take advantage of the situation and then they capitalize on it. Just like Mazi Paul was telling you that, okay, let me not prophesy. God has told me there won't be election in Anambra State. Is it God that is telling him? No.
You are seeing it.
No. We know there won't be election in Anambra State. We know. Everybody know. Tom, Dick, and Harry know that Anambra State is completely, no-go area for election. People will not come out. There won't be any movement. Already, the leadership of IPOB have already declared complete ghost town from on the 5th. So how would there be election in Anambra State? Tell me how there will be election.
That is not a Maz. Let me come in at this point. Do you know now there is a Islamization going on in that zoo called Nigeria? There is a lot of people. As of this morning, the bandits visited army barrack in Castina, and they slaughtered 23 Nigerian soldiers at that place. Why did God not reveal to this man that the bandit will visit that army barrack? Why is it that God can never reveal something that is not on newspaper to these so-called men of dogs? Why is it that only the things that even a blind man can see is God is revealing to them? Now let them, if they are real man of God, as they think they are, let them prophesy to me who will be the next president of Nigeria. And let them prophesy to me how Nigeria will be divided and the date and time. Let them prophesy to me the things you can never imagine. Maybe, okay, for example now, let them prophesy to me that the day Buhari will die. If they see, they did not see anything that is happening in Kano, in southern Kaduna, where the bandits are killing people. These people, God did not reveal to them that the gold in Zamfara state supposed to be national cake. And they not see all those one. I want them to tell me, I want them to ask that their God are the dog, because I don't know what they are worshiping. How, when Mazin Nnamdi Kanu will come out, the date and the time. You cannot give a prophecy without, do you know the work of prophet? Now, let me lecture them as a Christian, because I have read Bible, I have studied Bible. Do you know that when Israel want to go for war, do you know that what the work of prophet is to prepare the soldiers?
Yes.
When there is a time Israel want to go war, they don't know how to select, because they want to take only some few soldiers. They don't know how to select soldiers. What is it not a prophet Elijah? Gideon. He took them to river and asked them to drink water. Do you know that at that point, some people were drinking with your hand, some people dip their head, some people dive inside the water, some people stand, we are listening. End of the day, what did the prophet do? He selects those that use hand like this and drink water. And he tell the rest to go house and take care of their women.
It took only 300 men.
Only 300 men. Thank you. That is the work of prophet. A prophet, when there is a crisis, a prophet does not prophesy. A prophet come in and solve the problem.
Yes.
When Israel when Saul, was having he fell out. He fell from the disobeyed God. Yeah. God used Samuel to remove the anointing and bless David.
David, yeah.
That is the one. God, Samuel never come to Israel and they prophesy to them that I saw Saul falling apart. God never prophesied. Samuel never prophesied to Israel. I saw David becoming king. He come and tell Saul that obedience is better than sacrifice, and that the glory of God had departed from you. Now he anoints David as the next king. How many of them can come out today and tell Buhari to his face that you have failed the people of the zoo? Now, Prophet Hosea, who is not Hosea, during the time of David sleep with the wife of what? Uriah. Good. What did the prophet do? He walked straight to the David and he tell him, David, there is a man who is very rich. He has millions, thousands of sheep. He has everything. He lack nothing. But there is this man that have only one sheep. And that sheep, he is what he cherish in his life. That is a part of him. And this rich man has a visitor. Instead of picking from one sheep from all his many sheep, he went and take that only one sheep that man have to give to his visitor, to entertain his visitor. And David was angry, was mad, was furious. And David said, who is that man in this my kingdom? And God asked him, what will you do? He was talking. End of the day, in his front, the prophet said, David, you are the one. You killed Uriah and sleep with his wife. What happened? At that point, the prophet tell him, although David naked and they pour ashes to his body, all those things, but God tell him that the wrath of God, the death will never depart from your family. The sword of death will never depart from your family. I challenge all of them. Where are the pastors? If they are prophets, Kumuyi went to Abuja, he go to a handshaking. He was giving envelope. He never see anything Buhari is doing. He never see the Christian that was killing that are killing in Southern Kaduna. Or Adeboya go there. He never see all those things. Do you know what? After Kumuyi visited Buhari last week, do you know what he said? He said that a real man of God cannot tell a government leaders what to do or challenge them. It's on newspaper. And he will come out and tell you that he is a man of God preaching. But he don't know the work of Saul in the Bible.
Now, the truth is that in that contraption, in that zoo, there is no pastor. Anybody that tell you especially the one that are praying for Nigeria. Because any pastor praying for Nigeria, any pastor that opens his mouth and pray for Nigeria, that's number one sign for you to know that that pastor is not a man of God.
Exactly.
But Nigeria is evil. Nigeria is an abomination. Nigeria is already an abomination. That's why our leader told you all that some people in Nigeria, they will go from church to hell, and people started fighting and insulting him. The person talking to you, I was ordained by Pastor Adeboye.
Okay.
I was a pastor in ROCCG Redeem. I was a pastor there. I pastored their churches here in Italy, and then I pastored their church in the UK. So I know what I'm talking about. I have seen all these things. Pastor Adeboye is one of the number one problem they have in that country.
All of them are Curtis, Ogboni people.
The major problem. Now, Pastor Adeboye is a pastor to the wife of Tinubu.
Okay.
The wife of Tinubu is a pastor. He's a pastor in Adeboye's church.
And Osinbajo is also a pastor.
Osinbajo is a pastor in Adeboye's
Imagine.
church. Is Ifeanyi, the one in Aso Rock, lying up and down, is a pastor in Adeboye's church. Ifeanyi, and all these pastors that will first of all go to Sokoto and tie the band in their head, like Ifeanyi, the one that contested for governorship in Edo State, is a pastor in Adeboye's church. And this man have never one day come out and criticized this Buhari, this deadless Buhari, this impostor, because we know that Buhari is dead. Because the evidence is so clear that Buhari is not the one there. Because if Buhari is the one there, why have they not made it a charge against our leader when our leader said that Buhari is dead? It's not among the charge.
Okay.
Adeboye knows, Kumuyi knows, these people cannot open their mouth and speak against the government of that zoo. Under their nose, the president of CAN, the president of Christian Association of Nigeria in Adamawa, he was beheaded. Under their nose. Under their nose, in Southern Kaduna today, people are no longer gathering to have churches in Southern Kaduna.
Okay.
Under their nose right now, in Plateau State, people are not bold enough to even come out and build church and gather under their nose, and they are going to meet the impostor in Aso Rock to go and shake hands with him. Shame on you, Kumuyi. Shame on you, Adeboye. Shame on you, all you criminal pastors.
All of them are criminal.
Yes, this Afro that is prophesying here, he was also claiming that he is a son of T.B. Joseph. I know him. He only comes out when there is something like this. He comes out to take the advantage of
The situation, the scenarios on ground.
Yes, he wants to gain that popularity in social media and then prophesy. My people, you don't need their prophecy. You don't need their prophecy because they are all liars. The only prophet we know is Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. And the prophets are so simple. You can even see our own brother as something that you wouldn't even know. He doesn't have anything, no house, no building, nothing, no church. But he speaks to you what God says, and it comes to pass. How do you know a prophet? When they say a thing and it comes to pass, that's how you know a prophet.
Exactly. Prophet cannot miss words. Prophet will give you that. Okay, let me tell you. Have any of these people asked for the solution of Nigeria? What is the solution of Nigeria? Now, the question they should be asking themselves is, why is God only revealing who will win election without revealing what is the solution to the Nigeria? These are the questions I want to ask them.
No, the problem is this. Why is it that God will only reveal to them when the people have
In Israel.
Our leader appeared in Israel. Someone prophesied there and then that our leader will be kidnapped in a small African country. It happened exactly that way. And he said our leader will be brought back to that impostor. And he said it before it happened. But these people, okay, you are waiting for people to already declare, like TV Joshua, we wait for Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton to come out. And then he will now guess and say Hillary Clinton will win. And when Hillary Clinton did not win that, he now said that what I said was a man with a wool, not a woman. I said a man with a wool hair. Can you imagine that?
They can only deceive themselves. Now, let me pass this message to the people of Anambra. I'm from Anambra, and I stand, there will be no election. The people of Anambra, let me tell you people, let me tell you, how can you be coming out to vote where there is 8,000 security personnel shooting everyone? Now, let me ask you, on that day, what will you tell your people that you come out and they shoot you and label you Onongo man? The Onongo men are the people, Fulani people, coming to kill the Igbos in police who have refused to resign. They know that when Biafra will rise, those people are in their security are the one to rise. They transferred other Igbos, the Biafran soldiers, to the north, using bandits and Boko Haram to slaughter them. The remaining one, which they cannot be able to transfer, maybe so that people will not question them, they now send Onongo men to be killing them, so that they will make sure that they weaken the Biafrans through their military, because when you declare a Biafran, those Biafran soldiers serving under Nigerian army will now come back to defend the land. Because of that, they are using bandits, Boko Haram, and the Onongo men to eliminate the Biafran soldiers. They kill those in the north, kill those with in the northwest with the Boko Haram, bandits, and the Fulani herdsmen. Like as I'm talking to you now, 23 Nigerian soldiers were slaughtered today. All of them are the Igbos, Ijos, Urobos, the so-called Niger Deltas, they call themselves. They are the ones that slaughtered. And these pastors keep quiet. Now, I want to tell you that the question that you will supposed to ask those people that is calling for election now, what leads to the seat at home? Have they solved the problem? Have they come on a round table to discuss what is the problem? Why is the people sitting at home? Now, there's a video I will play you when there is this man, Alance, let me bring the video if I can see it again. I come across the video.
As you are looking for the video, let me quickly tell our people. The people that are telling you that they want election, Andioba, Ifeanyi, Soludo. Now, for you to know that they are evil and they do not have your interest at heart.
To coordinate and organize our people. There are no governors who are...
Okay, let's play.
Okay, now let us hear this man. Because this man, I respect him. He is an elder. He is a former governorship candidate in Anambra State. And let's hear what he has to say. Many of us have come across this video. But let's hear him again so that we will use it. You will see when a wise man speaks. This man is more a man of God than that all those fake pastors you people are giving your tithe and offerings. Let's hear him.
If our governors were working, Nnamdi Kanu will not see a vacuum to fill. That is the problem.
You hear him? Okay. What will happen now? We will settle down Mazi Raphael, because I will ask you a very I will ask you a question here so that we can be able to digest this video and educate our people and also learn, because the more we educate, the more we learn. Let our people understand something on this video, because the so-called politicians, this man is not coming for any position now and he's speaking this truth. Why is others not doing it? Let's listen to him.
Problem and start talking about, declaring sit at home. Why shouldn't they have a sit at home? If people don't want to sit at home, does anybody go to harass them? Even since they made the announcement, people should be going to work. Out of fear, people still sit at home. they have made it known that it's only the day they will take him to court that they will ask you those to sit at home. And I tell you, people are gladly sitting at home.
They are not gladly sitting at home. I sample the whole of opinion. People who think that the economy of the Southeast is being battered.
How do we do that? We can afford to lose that to make a point. That's the only way we can make a point now. Because this country has not recognized the contributions of the Igbos in this country. They have not. If not, tell me how the government will be talking about, there's a word they use, to dominate.
Listen.
He has issued instructions to the military to dominate Anambra State during the election. Do you know what dominate means? Overwhelm, intimidate. That is even more serious than what iPod is talking about. Because now most people will not be prepared to come out, seeing rows and armored tanks and everything moving around. Because that's the meaning of dominate. We know security is important, but the National Security Council just met and took that decision. In that National Security Council, not one human being from the whole of former Eastern region. Not one human being. That is part of what Nnamdi Kanu is talking about. Injustice, lack of inclusion. Not one human being. Because we are not in the...
But Chief,
just a second. We are not in the service, any of the service distance. We're not security advisor. We are not chief of staff. We are nothing. They couldn't even invite... They have two lackeys in the Southeast. They would have called the governor of Imo State to come and tell them, theoretically, what is it that is happening as a basis of their decision taking. So in the National Security Council, where the decision was taken to dominate Anambra election, there was no Igbo man there. Not one. You knew I was, what do you call it? I was kidnapped on the 26th of last month.
Yes.
And held for about 3-4 hours before they released me. I took my vehicle and every other thing. And I had courage to ask. I was saying the blood of Jesus. I saw young men carrying brand new AK-47 rifle, intimidating myself and my driver. And I got annoyed. I said, God, I'm above 70. I've lived the better part of my life. And I promise you I'll continue saying the truth until I die. And I asked them, what the hell do you think you're doing? He said, if I talk again, you will kill me. I said, you can't kill me. And the young man stopped his vehicle and said, you can't kill me because I'm covered with the blood of Jesus. You can't kill me. I said, 50 years ago, I was almost a major in Biafran Army. And he almost wept. Oga, did you serve in Biafran Army? I said, yes. If we need this, we wouldn't have taken up this job. The problem is coming from your own environment. If we knew that you helped to save our people, and I almost wept. And they said, nothing will happen to you and your driver. And they dropped us off. About 30 minutes after that, they told us that most of the violence were imported, that they are being paid to go and destroy their own properties from outside, so that they create a problem as Igbos are doing something wrong. Our people have value for life. Igbos have value for life, more than any other tribe in this country. And I make good to say it anywhere. Because anybody who goes around this country investing does not hate this country. There was a time I was in one of your programs doing around from 9 to 10 o'clock. Then my friend Ibrahim Dankwambo was governor of Gombe State. I had a 1-hour program. And I said, can any other tribe tell me which tribe has made any contribution to the development of this country, to the patriotism of this country more than Igbos have done? There's no part of this country you go and you don't see an Igbo man making an investment. Come to the whole of Eastern region, you don't see an Hausa man with one property. I said it on TV, and not one person. The governor called me. The Northern governor summoned an emergency meeting in Kano and discussed my program. I said, you see an Hausa man, he's selling currency at the Owerri Road. You don't know when he comes in and when he goes. If you see a Yoruba man, he's about the tailoring service. They won't even buy an empty land. But an Igbo man comes to your place, buys land, develops it, makes sure they build a school. Igbo State Union build a college in Kano in the 50s that everybody was going to school. Is that hatred? Do we hate this country? Why do they hate us so much?
Now, I hope all of you have listening and heard everything this man just narrated here. Now, coming to you, Mazi Raphael, he said, this man just said, and I quote, when they asked him, why are the people sitting at home? He said, he started that the people, if the governors are working, the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not see a vacuum to fill. Now, many people, maybe the grammar there, you don't know the meaning of vacuum. Another word for vacuum, I can say a hole or a gap. Because the governors, I wish the governors are doing their job as the leaders by bringing the share of the Igbos, the Biafrans, starting from the national level to the lowest level. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot come out to ask for Biafran. If Biafrans have a good road, have hospitals, electricity, have a federal presence, like federal infrastructures, federal companies, or all those things in the East, what will Mazi Nnamdi Kanu hold to start agitating? He will not hold anything. So, joining what he just said now, what do you want to use this video? Which message do you want Anambra people to understand on this message concerning the election and no election in Anambra? Will they come out to vote, or will they choose to sit at home? Like this man said that nothing is too big to sacrifice to get what we have. So I want you to throw more light on this very issue.
Good. Now, I was going there before the video was played.
Okay.
Now, what was I trying to say? I was trying to make us understand that the same people that are asking you to come out and vote for them, Soludo, Ifeanyi, and all these people, they are the same people that have given permission to the government of the zoo to allow military people to come into Anambra State and to kill people because they want to insist on having you vote for them. Now, if they have your interest at heart, is that election more better than your lives? Because you are protesting because it has never been well with us in Biafra land. It has never been well with us in the eastern region of that zoo called Nigeria. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it several times. He has said it several times that if things were working, there wouldn't be any way he would have been asking for Nigeria to break. Because I still have the video. If people don't know, I have the video where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was even campaigning for one Nigeria before. So when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu saw that there is no hope for Nigeria, there is nothing. Because any government that comes in is always worse than the one that left before. So
exactly.
There's no way it can be better. Any government that will come, people will complain and say, and people we know that left the other one. So it has always been the same story. So there's no way they can convince us now. Because if they come back now and say, okay, we're going to make things work now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave them the benefit of the doubt. He sat down with the governors. He spoke with them. He told them what they should do. Under 2 or 3 days after that meeting, they sent an army to go to his house and kill 28 people and kill his dog Jack and kill everyone around him. And that's sitting down with those governors. So there is no way we can give them that opportunity again. That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it, there's no second chance anymore because they have destroyed every chance we're giving to them. So the point you should know now that if you are going to do election for Andoba, for Soludo, or for Ifeanyi, the same Ifeanyi that can tell the government of the zoo that we cannot do this election for now. Let us leave it because you can't bring in soldiers to my place because of election. Because our people, their lives are more important than this election. Your life doesn't mean anything to them. So that's why they can give a go-ahead to the zoo government to release 33 or 34,000 military men to your land.
Well armed, well equipped.
Yes, well equipped. Just because they want to go ahead with the election that you have said you don't want it for now. That you want to give your own tribe for a referendum. And then they didn't even want to give you a chance to air your own view. They give the zoo army a road map or a headway to send army because they want to do election by force. Have you ever seen anywhere it happen around the world? It doesn't happen. When the people say they don't want, the government will not say, okay, let us hear the people, let us know what is their grievances. They don't even want to know your grievances. They are sending in the military because they want to make sure they have an election.
Thank you, Maz. Let me come in now. Now, dear friends, there is something this man answered when they asked him. They asked him about the sitting at home. that is crippling the economy of the East, because he said that the people are gladly sitting down, even when the leadership of IPOB have called off the Monday sit at home. People refuse and they continue sitting down.
Yeah.
Now, he said that that is the only thing they can sacrifice, because the Igbos are not recognized. The Igbos, the effort of the Igbos are not recognized in Nigeria. And he said that it's only Igbo man that can go every other tribe and build anything or buy any property, especially landed property, which is one of the fixed properties. They call it fixed property because it's a long-term asset. Now, he said that if the Igbos can cripple the economy, they can afford it, because you must give before you get. Now, he said that that is what they are giving in order to get a good governance. Now, I want Anambra people to give out this election in order to request for Biafra referendum. Because if you don't give something important, like the people who say use what you have to get what you want. Now, the question you need to ask now, at the presence of the country, what did the Igbo people have? What can they use to request for what they need? Because if you don't have money, you cannot buy. You must have money to go and buy. Then you give your money, then you collect what you need. You order for your something. Now, the Igbos don't have the presidency. The Igbos are not in army chief. The Igbos are not in custom any position. In the NEC, which is the security of a nation, the constitution of the zoo in 99 as amended, tell you that the whole chief security will be surrendered. They will pick every region, meaning that if the army chief come from the north, the police is the IG of police will come from the east, then the air force might come from the west, and all those things, they will make it, they will pick from even not only the three but other tribes, because we have many security apparatus in that zoo contraption called Nigeria, which they failed in everything that has to do with security. They don't have any Igbo man. And this man say, how do you want the... And they go for meeting to dominate Anambra election. And this man say, what is dominate? Before I proceed, let me welcome our brother, Odinkemma Machineke. My brother, introduce yourself and say hello to Biafrans.
Okay, thank you very much, Machineke. Viewers, I welcome each and every one of you. I very appreciate this program that we're doing right now because it's to do justice. But first of all, my name is Mazi Odinkemma Nkendele Machineke, a member of IPOB and also an active financial member as well. Now, this program we are doing, or the state that we are right now, it doesn't matter if you're a member of IPOB or not. As long as you are a Biafra, whatever that had to do with Anambra concerns each and every one of us. Yes. Thank you very much, Chineke.
Thank you. You are welcome. Now, Odinkem, I hope you have been listening from the background, or you just joined the program without listening, so that I will know how I will hammer you with my own question. You know, I'm good in asking questions. I hope you listened to the video we just played.
I've been listening, and I picked some of the points.
Okay.
Number one.
From the fake prophet to this our able statesman that just concluded. Now, I hope you listen, or I play the videos once again for you to pick some things there.
Okay.
Should I?
Yes,
okay. Let me.
It's also good. Yes.
Let me do that. I think just a minute, I'm coming. I'm coming. Wow. What can that happen?
Okay, I think I have to keep the program going before he come back. One of the things that he said before, he said that what, according to one of the points that the man said, and Mazi Achebe is analyzing, is saying that what can we use to get what we want? It's simple. It is simple that the sit at home, that we are sitting at home, is a thing that will make us to get what we want. Because it's part of protesting. Why? Because we have been protesting for ages, for decades. These people keep on killing us. Now, you now have the people who are taking the advantage of, okay, you're back.
There are no governors who are working. If our governors were working,
it's very sorry, I just to bring the video, I don't know how I remove myself to even bring myself back. He said StreamYard is another thing. I hope I'm coming out.
Yeah, you're coming out.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Yes, you're coming out.
Okay, continue, Mazi. Let's hear the video once again so that in case you are joining, you can still pick the point, because this man made a whole lot of points.
We leave the main problem and start talking about, declaring sit at home. Why shouldn't they have to sit at home? If people don't want to sit at home, does anybody go to harass them? Even since they made the announcement, people should be going to work. Out of fear, people still sit at home. They have made it known that it's only the day they will take him to court that they will ask people to sit at home. And I tell you, people are gladly sitting at home.
They are not gladly sitting at home. I sampled a whole of opinion. People who think that the economy of the Southeast is being battered.
How do we do that? We can afford to lose that to make a point. That's the only way we can make a point now. Because this country has not recognized the contributions of the Igbos in this country. They have not. If you tell me how the government will be talking about, there's a word they use, to dominate. That he has issued instructions to the military to dominate Anambra State during the election. Do you know what dominate means? Overwhelm, intimidate. That is even more serious than what iPod is talking about. Because now most people will not be prepared to come out, seeing rows and armored tanks and everything moving around. Because that's the meaning of dominate. We know security is important, but to use the word dominate, which the National Security Advisor re-emphasized. And to start with, we are talking about discrimination. Do you know? The National Security Council just met and took that decision. In that National Security Council, not one human being from the whole of former Eastern region. Not one human being. That is part of what Nnamdi Kanu is talking about. Injustice, lack of inclusion. Not one human being. Because we are not in the...
But Chief,
just a second. We are not in the service, any of the service distance. We're not security advisor. We are not chief of staff. We are nothing. They couldn't even invite... They have two lackeys in the Southeast. They would have called the governor of Imo State to come and tell them, theoretically, what is it that is happening as a basis of their decision taking. So in the National Security Council, where the decision was taken to dominate Anambra election, there was no Igbo man there. Not one. You knew I was...
Now, let me stop it here, because if before, maybe I'll stipulate why we are analyzing this video. You have listened to the word, and there is this particular point I pick here, which is the main point the Anambra people must avoid that November 6th, because it must be a bloody day. You must avoid that day to make sure that your blood is not spilled on the land of Biafra, because that very day they have given them order. That word this man pick, dominate. And he called it again. He explained the meaning of dominate, intimidate, overwhelmed. Now, can you tell us the impact, the effect of that word, intimidate, overwhelmed, and dominate, Anambra election, only Anambra election? Can you tell me what the negative result it would bring if the Anambra people mistakenly come on November 6th? Brief us.
Okay, thank you very much, viewers. Please, the moment you're coming in, it is very, very important to share this program, because What we are doing is to do justice to the injustice that has been committed against the people of Biafra. We are the mediators of ourselves. Now, November 6th is a bloody day. Some people who are fighting for Anambra governorship election might be thinking that they are fighting in order to have a governorship election or win the election. But they don't know that the people whom we are dealing with, they are coming to dominate us, to colonize us. Just the video that we saw recently, that soldiers, military from Nigerian army, shooting openly, speaking Hausa, saying, where are they? They should come out. Where are they? Shooting people directly. This is to say that the people who are thinking that they are fighting or to change one or two things in Anambra State, that is not the case. The people that we are dealing with, they have another agenda. Now, this my uncle, if I may use that word, or my father who had this interview, but I pray that he remain this way because this is how they start. When they come out to speak like the next thing they will call them. But let us believe that he will remain this way. If you remember what he said we leave the main problem. But he did not finish it. He did not finish that. We leave the main problem.
Then doctor the video, then cut it off. The doctor the video. The doctor did.
Exactly. He said we leave the main problem and we are talking another thing. Why can't it be a sit at home? Why can't it be a sit at home? This is what this man is saying. We leave the main problem. Because if Nigeria is working, or if Nigerian government took the advice that Mazen Namdekan in 2012 told them in front of British High Commission in Britain, asking Nigerian government through the British High Commission that they should look into what is going on. What is that? The people of the north who have been rampaged by these terrorists, but they did not listen. But because that he is the white Chineke, that same 2012, God spoke to him. He started this agitation by creating the indigenous people of Biafra. So we leave another thing, the main problem, we are talking another thing. It is a warning. People who are fighting for
now round it up so that I will go to Mars because there's a lot of questions. Round it up.
Okay. Now, this issue of a national security meeting that you talked about, I'm still going to talk about it if you give me the audience. If you hear what you said, there is a national security meeting, but not even a single so-called Southeast were there. Even the Imo state governor, even at least even the Imo state governor, he is not even there. So I rest my case here.
Okay, thank you. Now, because when our people, when every word that come out of this man has a meaning, let me go ahead and explain the word intimidation, because he said that they have instructed the policemen to intimidate, to overwhelm Anambra State. Now, intimidate is meaning that if you come out, they might beat you, they might shoot at you, they might do you anything. They will take what belongs to you. They will force you they can give you any kind of punishment. They will not allow you to exercise your right. They will overpower you. And these are the more reason why you must not come out on that very day. When they overwhelm you, maybe they break your hand, break your leg, you cannot move again. They have overpowered you. And the government have told them to shoot at sight, which you see them doing this morning at Enugu State, which you saw them doing yesterday in Anambra State, where they were shooting in the market, open place on a broad daylight, and Channel TV, we are covering it. Now, come to Mazi Raphael. Now, what do you think? Coming to, let me use the word, use what you have to get what you want. And this man now said that the Anambra State are giving the seat at home because that is the only thing they can use to show their anger. Now, can you throw the more light relating it to this very Anambra election? Tell us, what do you think that the Igbos, the old eastern region, which is Biafran today, have that they can use to get what they want? And tell us that thing that we want to use, the one we have, we can give it out to get what we want. Can you just throw more light on this, on that?
Beautiful. Yeah, you see, what we have discovered, by experience, because they say that if there's an adage that says that because the hunter have learned how to shoot without missing, then the bird have decided to fly without
pinching. Exactly.
So now, because we know that whenever we come out to protest, any little thing, we come out with our flag to protest, they will kill us. We come out on the streets to say, display our grievances, they will shoot at us. So the highest thing we have now, just like this, our honorable elder said, he said the only voice we have is this seat at home. And somebody said that it's affecting the economy. The man said that is enough sacrifice to make for you to get what you want. Because all these years, they have been killing you. When you are not armed, you have no weapons, you have only flag, you have only your voice, that they kill you. Now you sit at home, because when you sit at home, you are safe. Nobody will shoot you, nobody will dominate you, nobody will, harass you. Because if you come out, they are still the same person that will harass you, they are still the same person that will dominate you, they are still the person that will humiliate you in your own land, your own territory again. So enough is enough. What you have is now your silence. Now your silence, which is that by sitting at home, and you make sure that before that sit at home, you have everything you eat in the house. Chukwu Kabiyama will provide for you before that day. So Chukwu Kabiyama provides for you no matter what it is. Because without you sitting at home, you won't be alive to even have cup of gari to drink. So even if it is cup of gari and cup of rice, you sit back at home and manage it and be alive. Because the only thing we want is Biafra. And the only thing we're asking them for is to give us a date for referendum. That's what we want. So we're going to use what we have, which is now our silence and our sit at home, our lockdown on our own. They won't see you on the street to harass you. They won't see you on their ballot boxes or in their polling booth to kill you. You are at home. Because anybody that comes out, you have become a meat for them to eat. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you for this wonderful explanation. My people, you have heard him. Use what you have to get what you want. What you have in your disposal now is this sit at home, boycotting of anything that has to do with election, so that
not boycotting. We don't boycott. We completely no election.
No election.
Boycott means you can allow INEC to come in. No election is not boycott.
Thank you for the correction. Thank you. Now, say no. Reject anything that has to do with election. These are your powers, and you must do this sacrifice. When you are doing this sacrifice, it might pain you because you think you have lost some incomes. Let me tell you, there's an adage in Igbo language that says, "Onye yalendo back, onye ile megini erienya." When you go and hustle without protecting your life, the enemy will eat it for you. Now, what does that mean? You must fight. Because there is another adage that says, "Nkonye palu no kochi, kona anya no dummiri." Meaning that if the firewood you first during the dry season, you will use during the rainy season. Because you will not be chance to go and fetch a dry firewood when it's raining. This is why I say, what do you have to get, and what are we looking for? Now, coming to Mazi Odinkema, there is a point where you raise and you stop. This man mentioned that during the next meeting, the gathering of the vulture is what I call it. That where they now decided they want to dominate Anambra.
Gathering of vultures.
Yes, they said that they want to dominate Anambra, they want to intimidate Anambra people, they want to overwhelm Anambra people, they want to conquer Anambra people. In that gathering, There is no single one person that is from Old Eastern region, is what he said. And you know that Old Eastern region comprises of Bayelsa, River, Cross River, Akwa Ibom, Delta, Ebonyi, Abia, Anambra, and Enugu, Imo. No single person. And he used Hope Uzodinma. And the reason he used Hope Uzodinma is because Hope Uzodinma is their boy
Yes.
that have agreed to sacrifice everything that he has, all the Holy Ghost, in order to stay in power. He used this man. Can you tell us, throw more light, why they reject Hope Uzodinma in that meeting, and the reason they rejected every other person in that meeting, gathering of venture, to decide on how to deal with Anambra people? Relate it to the reason why there will be no election in Biafra land.
Okay, thank you very much for that question. Yes. Now, these people with the Fulani, they are very intelligent.
Exactly.
Them. Why? Because if you go back to a little bit further, back, you understand that there was a time Case Riwa was when he got back his senses and tried to fight for his people. You know what I'm saying now? Then Abacha now said to him, since you betray your people, you think I'm going to allow you to betray me, and he killed him. That was during the era of military. So that is to say, it's the same tactics. That was the military regime. This time around is so-called democracy. It's the same tactics. They can never ever trust Hope Uzodinma. They cannot trust Willow Obiano. Now, talking about Willow Obiano, some time ago, a few months back, Willow Obiano called on all the paramount rulers, called all the politicians, all the security joint force, and he said that everybody should put hands together, no matter any party you belong to, that these people are trying to destroy what we have labored for. This is what come out from Willow Obiano. Now, why haven't let us move another forward to the Ebonyi State governor, who is one of their slave master. Slave boy. You understand? Why did they not call them for this meeting? It is because the treatment that they give to Case Riwa, that they are giving to them. That is the reason why that they will never ever trust these people. The better they realize that these people want to finish short as a race. Because what happened in 1963, 1967, 19 to 1970, they want to finish us. They want to finish us. But it's because of the grace of God. That is why we've been able to survive. That you see that you and I here are speaking, talking and agitating for Biafra restoration. You understand? So they will never ever trust them, and they can never trust them. Now, that message concerning that security meeting, I have it. It was on the 26th of November. 26th of October, that they had that meeting. And according to the defense minister, he said that this is a message which is already there in the media. He said, nothing must stop an Anambra governorship election. President Buhari has directed service chiefs to ensure that nothing stops the forthcoming Anambra governorship election, scheduled to hold on November 6th, 2021. Nothing. This Anambra election, it has many things. There's a lot of package there. One of those packages is to save the so-called Buhari, who is the person who is wearing the mask, the Buhari mask. Because if you remember when our leader went to court on the 21st, they did not bring the issue that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said he's already dead and buried in
shallow grave in Saudi Arabia.
In the Saudi Arabia. They did not raise that point. Because Anambra State election have not hold. You understand? They only bring a point that he called him idiot and pedophile. Why did they not bring that one? It is because if they succeed by having this Anambra State election, then it will give them the power to have 2023 election. And there is no way that we can be able to talk about or taking this guy to court again. Never. Now, let me also connect it with what happened. There is a news that they said that prisoners have right to vote. Prisoners have right to vote. Now, what other thing that is in that concorded constitution called 1999 constitution? What else? There are a lot of things that we don't even know. These people can sit overnight and amend constitution. Nothing you go to. What if you get it? Overnight, as we're speaking now, they can sit and amend the constitution, and they will say amended. They will backward it. So this is just the whole thing. Everybody should support. If they are paying you for you to campaign, because at the point you make when I was listening to your program, he said that Ifeanyi said that he will buy IPOB social warrior.
Social media warrior, yes.
Social. I didn't hear you too. This is the first time to hear from you.
Oh, ha! He said it openly on Channel TV. He said it with BBC. He continued repeating it. And at a point, he said that if he has a chance to speak with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he will convince him to drop Biafra agitation. Even when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, he said that he wants to see him so that he will ask him if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was the person who is instigating the killings in Biafra land. And that is the reason he went to court to seek to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Go and listen to the full clips.
Yes,
because
this recent one, this one you talk about,
yes,
about seeing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I saw that one.
And the purpose is not to discuss about his rendition. The purpose of seeing him is to ask him if he is the one who is instigating the killings in Biafra land. To tell that he is not after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu rendition. He is not after because he was part and parcel of those who planned it. But he never know the disadvantage, the effect, the negative effect that will bring to him and his political career that he is regretting today. So, and that is why you see some of the Biafran media warrior campaigning for him now. He said,
Did you see? He said it. I would love to have that video. I would love to have it. You know what I'm saying now? That he was going to buy IPOB social media warrior. We are building a media warrior in order to march hand in hand with Nigerian government because CNN refused to carry our news.
Exactly.
BBC refused to carry our news. Even the Igbo BBC that we have, even the Igbo BBC even refused to be on our own side. Now the media warrior that we have, that through the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been able to build a lot of media warrior. Now, some of them allow themselves to be bought by politicians because of Anambra's election. Now, the question is, what have those people, what have they learned from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? For the years that they have been listening to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, what have they learned? All this preaching that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been preaching, saying that Buhari has already died. Do they want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to die in prison? God forbid.
God forbid.
God forbid. So, Biafrans, everybody, you are listening to me, and you are listening to Mazi Achebe and my other comrade. I forgot your name.
Mazi Raphael.
Mazi Raphael. Yeah. You are listening to us. The Anambra election have a lot of package, and part of the package is to make sure that to keep this one Nigeria, even if they have it. We are not going to stop. But God forbid they will have this election. But people who allow themselves to be bought by Andrew and so many other politicians, be very, very careful. Be very, very careful. And also you also that call yourself a prophet, you are prophesying that this will happen in the favor of Nigeria. Not talking about the people who have been killing on a daily basis. You don't talk about our children who don't go to school. You don't talk about our mothers who have been raped, butchered. You don't talk about that. What you think about is what they're going to give you. What you are going to. All of you have been already. Some of you already are agitating for this campaign of Anambra election. All of you have already exposed yourself openly.
Exactly.
Because if DJ Rezo know what he knows, there is no way that he will resign. But all of you, one way or the other, you are exposing yourself.
Yes.
Ifeanyi have bought you, and some of them maybe asal VC, where Sata VC, some of them ebunye vego. Kapo making it where sabotage high name in an election. On what ground? 1999 Constitution. 1999 Constitution. The this spokesperson of Abdulaziz Suleiman, he had to stop. He and his group had to stop the people who are campaigning for the amendment of the Constitution to go to where it was before. Talking about for us to have a Southeast referendum. He stopped the people. And Abdulaziz believed in one Nigeria. But he stopped the people who are also fighting for one Nigeria. In order to give you
your freedom.
Your so-called Southeast. Are you okay?
Now, Mazi, because a lot of things are here to discuss. I don't even know where to start. Because, do you know one thing? Coming to Mazi, Raphael, prepare yourself because I will hit you with a bomb.
You can play this video. How many they play? They give up your script the why.
Okay, let me remove the video. I guess we have getting.
No, why would you remove it? No, there's a lot of things there to discuss. No, don't remove it. Even if our face don't show, no problem. But let us give the message.
Okay, if you say so.
Finish now. After I ask my brother a question, you say you want to ask him.
Now, coming on the issue, because the issue on the ground is no election in Biafra land. And this man have not said something relating to that election, but he is saying something based on the one that is already happening, which is the sit at home. And yes, we have other peoples who are not aspiring to become governorship or governor in any of the states. But these people have contested in some of those posts or positions before. Some win, some failed. Now, if this man can, at his age, he said that he's above 70 and he have lived the better side of his life,
right,
can come out and be bold to speak like this. Mazi Raphael, what do you think that is hindering other peoples who are like this man from not coming out to speak the truth after seeing what is going on in Biafra land, after seeing that the Biafra land is being soaked by the blood of Biafrans in the hands of the Fulani uncircumcised Janjaweed terrorists in uniform? Can you tell us the reason why elder statesmen like this man that have red cap on their head, and you know what that symbolizes in Igbo land, why do they keep mute? Can you tell us one or two things relating to the upcoming no election in Anambra State?
And this man is a very good a role model, just like our comrade, my comrade already said before. Hope he doesn't change later on, but he has said it all. Even Christ said it for those of us that read the Bible. He said that those that love their lives will lose it, but those that would, hate those that love their lives will lose it, but those that will hate their own lives will save it. What does it mean? You politicians and you elder statesmen that have refused to speak, this man knows that there is nothing more, that the life of Biafrans are so important to him that he has lived a better part of his life than to allow the few years he will live to make him, surrender the life of millions and millions of Biafrans who are already suffering, who are already living in hell, in a blessed land. Many of our people are living in hell in a land that is flowing with milk and honey. Is it not evil? Is it not pathetic that you, as a politician, just because of a morsel of meal, just because You want to maintain your status quo just because you want, to be in that affluence. You allow people to demean your people, humiliate your people, frustrate, dominate them, and turn them into slaves in their own land because you want to remain relevant in the polity of this zoological republic. You should wake up now. Those of you that have refused to speak up when you are supposed to speak up. Because if Christ said that those that love their lives will lose it. Because as much as you are trying to save your life, your own life, at the detriment of millions of people, mind you that you will still lose that your life in such a shameful and detestable manner. Because what is coming is bigger than every one of you. You will not survive it. None of you will survive it. Because these Janjaweed people, they know that their time is short, very short. And that's why, to them, everything they can sacrifice to get Anambra, they will do it. Because they already see that Imo that they got is already slipping out of their hands. The Imo they think they got, the people of Imo, our people are resisting, our people are speaking. Hopeless Odinjo is already hopeless. He has no relevance in Imo State. So what they are trying to do now is to see if they can get Anambra to join Imo. And they will do anything to get it. And we must not allow them to get it. Because you need to speak up, you politicians, you elder statesmen. These people have just few time before 2023. They want to get Anambra. And if they get Anambra, then they go for 2023. If they cannot get Anambra, it is over for them. So we must not allow them to get Anambra. Anything we can give, including ready to die. Because if you love your life, maybe you say, because I don't want to die, I will not speak. Let me keep quiet for my own life. Let me tell you, you will still lose that life anyway. You will lose it. In either way, you will lose it. So why not speak up now and get Biafra and be safe? Just put your life on the stake. Put your life at stake and say, no matter what it costs me, just like this man. You see people with AK-47, he told them, you cannot kill me because I must speak the truth. And he spoke the truth and they could not kill him. Those of you that are not speaking the truth today, you will die. This man did not die because he spoke the truth. If you refuse to speak the truth today, I tell you, and I bet you with my 10 fingers and my 10 toes, you will all die. You will all perish.
Now, Mazi Raphael, let me ask you this question again because there's something you say. Do you think that this man come out to speak this truth because he have encountered the bitterness of our youth? Out of the fear, he now come on air because since all while, this man have never come on air to speak this truth to the world, to the people, to know the truth. But after his encounter with the bitter side of our people, our youth, he now come out. Do you think that it is the fear of those unknown gunmen that he encountered that forced him to speak the truth, or he just want to speak the truth because his age have crossed the stage where he can no longer fear the death? What do you think that pushed this man to say this truth?
The truth is that there is no act, like Macbeth said, Shakespeare said in Macbeth, there's no act to read the construction of a man's heart from the look on his face. So I cannot tell what exactly in his heart, but the truth is that whatever we are doing is making impact, and so many of them are seeing it. Those that are not speaking up now, just like this man is saying, whether he's speaking it from his heart because he has repented, or he's speaking out of fear, I thank God that he's speaking. But those of you that have refused to speak, either out of fear or out of repentance, I tell you the truth, your doom is behind your door. Because the next time you open your door, you will be the next victim of your known government. Mark my words today. I am telling you.
Thank you, Mazi. Now, let me come back to Mazi Raphael, because there's a lot of points both of you have raised here. And I think we will not overlook those points. If I am not mistaken, Mazi Odikemma Chineke said that the Janjaweed, I mean the Fulani Caliphate, refused to pick any of the Eastern leaders because they don't trust them. During this, their gathering of venture, that how they want to dominate the Anambra State election. And because of the lack of trust on this Eastern governors or Eastern leaders, they now refuse to inform or bring any of them in that gathering. Mazi Odinkema, this is a serious issue. Are you not telling us that the Fulani Caliphate don't have trust to their slaves?
Of course. They don't have trust to their slave. They don't have trust to their slave.
So, in other words,
there is a video that I watched, and this video was in 1950. You know what I'm saying now? Where you see a South African white, another young youth, you understand, having a debate. And the person who is representing the Nigeria, who is a Fulani, a Muslim, he is telling the congregation that they don't have anything to do with this Arna. That if they want to do anything with Arna, it means that they want to get something from them. They can never ever eat with you.
Yes.
They can never ever do anything with you. But if they have to do something with you, they have to deceive you. So you see, the only time they will try to see how to invite all these governors or these politicians in a government house is only when they want something from them. For example, let me take us back to a reference that I made about 21st of March, 2021, when Willie Obiano invite all the security agencies. Let me just go down. He said, we have received a massive police, army, navy, and DSS deployment since yesterday, being the 20th. And they have joined their team on ground to enforce security. I have therefore directed all security agencies in the state, the vigilante service, all the task force, and every structure in the state security infrastructure to rise in defense of our dear state. Now, see how they are defending our dear state. By inviting military into our home, into our land, to be shooting strategically, without remorse, because Nigerian government and British is backing them up. So this invitation, it is these governors, these slaves, they are the one inviting them, ask them to come in. This happened on the 21st. And the one thing that is bothering me so much is we, the indigenous people of Biafra, and Biafrans, and supporters of Biafrans, we have this same mind and focus, determination, consistency. Believe you me, whatever situation or whatever level that we are right now, we could have even gone more further, because these people, they work with time, they don't make any mistake. On the 21st of March, that we will invite the security agencies in our dear state. Now look at it, what is happening today. Look at what is happening today. And tomorrow you tell me that he's innocent.
Now, Maza, because I have there's a point here. Now, in what you are saying, the Janjaweed, the Caliphate cannot trust any leader because they have betrayed their people. Because who has the mind to betray his own people? The person can go extend to betray anyone else.
Yes.
Good, I'm fine. Now, there is a question that is still on the ground. This man you are watching here, when you watch him, is a former Anambra State governorship candidate, but he failed to win. And since all while, many things are going on in Anambra State, in Biafra land, especially Imo Ebonyi, before they now come to Enugu and Anambra now. This man have been watching all these things. He have never said anything until he encountered the kidnappers, which they labeled as a non-government, the Fulani henchmen. Now, after encountering with them, by the grace of they didn't kill him. But he refused to disclose to us if he paid ransom or not. Because they will not just leave him like that. I believe he paid ransom. Now, do you think that is the fear of those unknown gunmen, or maybe the unknown gunmen are the one who forced him to speak out at this point, or he is doing it because he have been arrested by the spirit of Elohim? What do you think that pushed this man?
You see, before anybody will come out to speak the truth, two things is involved.
Yes.
Is either you are called by Kabiama to do the work, or something happens to you. People who I will answer your question, but I just want to give you the background. You see, people who love their loved ones today, you know what I'm saying now, or love their loved ones during the time of ENSA, that you tell them anything about Nigeria, they will, even if they see Nigeria, they will choke you. These are two categories. So in this case, this man that we're talking about is a born again by unknown gunmen, which unknown gunmen that we just saw, that is Fulani.
They baptize him.
Fulani are the unknown gunmen. You understand what I'm saying now?
Yes.
Fulani are the unknown gunmen. So he's a born again from unknown gunmen. That is why he is speaking. Now, aside from that, he ran for a governorship election, but he did not win. Some of these politicians who come out to run for a seat, majority of them have a good heart in order to make the state where they're running, or the country entirely. But once the caliphate and the British seize your heart, they can never ever allow you. Take for example what Mogalo during the 2019 election. Take for example Sowore, with the ideology that they have, but they will kill it. The same ideology that you see our young ones today producing a lot of things, but they are killing that ideology. Now let me take us back a little bit, just a little bit. This recently, Lai Mohammed said that people who are fighting with flag and ideology, that they are the ones who are going to receive a full wrath of law as a criminal. But those ones who are agitated, who are killing, carrying AK-47, that those ones are going to have a blanket. What did they say? What is this thing that they're giving to them? They are giving to Boko Haram. Amnesty International.
Okay, amnesty.
Also blanket. That those ones are the ones that are going to have a blanket amnesty. Imagine. He said ideology. People that have ideology and flag, they are going to be killed. But people who are carrying AK-47 are going to be pardoned. Now, some will come out during time of election. It's a reference. So I'm not talking about one Nigeria. It's a reference. Mogalo come with ideology, but they kill it. The same thing with our children who are running around today with ideology. They are killing it. You understand what I'm saying now? So my brother, my sister, whoever you're watching, support the Afro restoration. Say no to
election.
In conclusion, like I said, some of these people, like this man that we're talking about, he might come out as a genuine politician. But remember what Nnamdi Kanu said. He said that there is nobody that will rule Nigeria or any state in Nigeria with this constitution. You understand? That is going to succeed. Even he himself. That is why we are fighting to have the total outright, demanding for referendum for everybody. If you want to belong to Nigeria, that is your problem. We don't win. But just give us the right for us to decide where do we want to be. Do we want to be in Nigeria, or do we want to have our separate states? That is what we're asking for. That is all.
Now, thank you, Mazi. Thank you, Mazi, for your wonderful expansion.
He's a born again from unknown government. He's a born again from unknown government.
Thank you for your wonderful expansion on that very issue. Now, we are still on the matter because there's a lot of things. There's a lot of points this man raised, and you raise so many points, which our people need to learn, because there's this say that says, we learn through past event, no history. when something happen and you see that thing that happen, you need to learn. Now, let me use Ken Saro-Wiwa, for example, who the caliphate used that time to betray his people. And when he realized himself, they killed him. I don't know what our people learn. There is another person that they fight for his people and they kill him, the same Adaka Boro from Ogoni. He fought for his people. And recently in 2020 or 2021, if I'm not mistaken, there is another tough man who they have used from Benue. They call him Ghana. Yes. And when he realized, after using him, the Fulani started killing the indigenous people of Benue State. And this man rise to defend the Benue people. Now, the Fulani Janjaweed then kill him on his way to the state government to have a meeting with Samuel Otom, the governor of Benue State, because he have realized. And these things that have happened now, the Biafrans, those that call themselves the Biafrans elite, have not learned anything on this issue. What do you think that is making them not to learn from the past event? Coming to this question goes to our brother Raphael Chiamaka.
You know, most times we know that our leader will always say in this COG, the black man will always want to learn the hard way. They always want to learn the hard way, except they see, they said they see koro and evidence of what happened. Just like this one now, he got born again only until he didn't get born again until he saw, the AK-47 wielding kidnappers. That is what actually opened his eyes and made him to come out and start talking. So our people need to get it the hard way. And because they need to get it the hard way, we that our eyes are open, we that are Mwachineke, every Mwachineke that knows what he's doing must continue to hit hard. Continue to hit hard because these people are stiff-necked. Most of our politicians and these people are stiff-necked. They will not learn until they see something happen to somebody. And that's why we must continue to hit very hard. And Chukwuka Abbiama Primi Henile, who said this, I don't know how this unknown gunmen, just like Sempe said that most of them are people that their own family members have been killed by the Zoo army. Some of them are people that have, that have been disenfranchised completely, and they decided to, take up arms against the, politicians and against the army. So they will definitely encounter them. And the more we are speaking, this gospel we are preaching now every day is actually inspiring so many people that have been aggrieved, many people that have been pained, many people that have suffered, and they do not want that suffering to continue. So they will definitely visit the likes of Opus Odinjo, the likes of Obiano, the likes of Devil Umahi. They will definitely receive these august visitors. They will receive them. And they will receive them whether they like it or not. They will be born again. They must be born again. And some of them might not be alive to testify like this our elder statesman. That's the unfortunate thing that happened to them. Some of them will not be alive to testify. And that's why if they have ears now, they should hear. Because what is coming is so big. The tsunami that is coming is going to swallow them. Like Chibika Beji told them last time, that when the youth will wake up, that they, the politicians, they will run. That the problem is that the youth have not woken up. And now, by the grace of Chukwuka Abbiama, the youth are waking up. You can see that even in the midst of those of us that are speaking, if anybody among us is trying to play hanky-panky, maybe as we are talking now, maybe suddenly I would start to, you begin to see me that I'm dwindling towards the side of the politicians. Master Paul will wake up and smite me. Or maybe Master Paul, maybe something happened. Instead of standing straight, whiter than white and whiter than snow, you begin to do like say you want to join them. If I see you, I will hammer you. Because everybody, we are now alert. We don't take anything for granted. We are now attentive. Our antennas are working. So if you do anyhow, you will see anyhow.
Thank you, my brother. Mazi Odinkemma Nwachineke, do you have anything to add on that question that our brother just handled?
I'm making a research. Can you refresh on that question, please?
Okay, I said, judging in the way those Fulani Caliphate have used our people in the past and never trusted them and ended up in killing them. And I use Ken Sarowiwa and Dakaboro and the Ghana of Benue State as a reference. And as of now, they are still using the Igbo politicians, knowing fully well that these people will not trust them. What do you think that is making them to be following this Fulani Caliphate without learning a lesson from the past event, from the history, that seeing what they did to the other people that follow them in this way, yet they are still following them? What do you think is the cause of these things?
It's foolishness. It's foolishness. Is cow meat. No, that is truth now. It's cow meat. That is the reason why. Because they have all the money. Kesori will have all the money. Where is he today? He was fighting in order to defend the Niger Delta, which I believe that Adakoburu was the first person who declared that Niger Delta. He is a Nigerian. He served as a Nigerian. You understand? A lot of people loved him, which, like I said, I was making just a little bit research. This Isaac Jasper Buru, who was born to Kaima family in present-day Bayelsa State of Nigeria, born 1938 and died mysterious circumstance. He died mysterious circumstance. Who killed him? It's Nigerian government. You understand now? It's Nigerian government. Now, the people who are fighting against what we are fighting, why can't you people, this question you're asking me, I'm asking them too, because me too, I'm confused. You're asking me this question, I don't have the answer. Because all these people, they have all the money. You understand that they have all the money, but where are they today? How is the life of their people? During the cancer Riwa, his people even find forest to go and seek refugee. Today we don't have. Oh my goodness!
Now, let
we
me.
don't have forest.
Now,
Today, we don't have forest.
Let me come in here because
We
judging.
don't have forest today.
Okay, thank you, Mazi Odinkemma, because these are, like you said, first is foolishness. I concur in that area, is foolishness. Let me throw more light in this area, because when you judge all these our politicians, or when you look deep on what is tying them down, you will see that the Fulani people will set them up with one or two bribe. And when they enter, let me use Hope Uzodinma for example. They know that Hope Uzodinma is a 419, a fraudster. And they now ask him, we know who you are. And you know what the law says about the work you are doing. That we can prosecute you and take everything you have. Being desperate, and he cannot lose what he gained from doing 419. No, allow me to finish. I am not asking you to agree. Allow me to finish. No, that's it, because you will, if you say it's not, then you give me the what it is.
Okay.
Now, then, knowing all these things, then now say, okay, we will now use you. We will make you governor, and you will work for us. Being a man of a greedy, he agreed. And when you agree to these people and you sign that document, when they ask you to carry the assignment and you refuse to carry that very assignment, they will come with EFCC. They will use the government this thing to bring you down. And you know, for example, they can jail you. They have every power to jail you. Or they will have every power to make you lose all the whole money you gain or you have suffered. So due to the circumstances surrounding their money, they will now rather to sacrifice their people, because when you make the research about Hope Uzodinma is an outcast. He was banished from Imo State by the then Royal Highness. Now he is coming back on a revenge, and the government used the better side of him to take this cause a catastrophe on Imolite. Now, when you come down to Devil Mahi, the same thing. All of them have committed themselves, because when you submit yourself as a slave and you want to go out, they will not allow you to go out, because there is, for example, since they formed EFCC, the EFCC have never jailed or arrested any Fulani man and jailed him. The only people EFCC are convicted is from southwest and southeast, south. And because of that, these people have succumbed to become a slave. If you check the second Nigerian today, you will never see any Igbo man or any South man, any Yoruba man that are commanding any Fulani man. All of them are bowing down to Fulani people, to the extent that a traditional ruler in Igbo land can go to north and remove his traditional cap and bow down to Emir. That is the power of supremacy. So that is.
Can I quickly say something?
Okay, go ahead.
Now, I'm sorry I digressed with my response, but now I get it very well. I didn't get your question very well before I thought the question was going for Odinkema before you throw it to me. Now, the point now is that you see that when our leader was always on, he used, the wisdom of a leader to save the situation of Olisameto. And I want us to pass a message, use this medium to pass a message to our politicians that have refused to learn from people like Ken Saro-Wiwa and all these other people that died because they became slaves to this, Janjaweed. Look, if you continue to be their slaves, they will still kill you. And the only person that will save you are your own people. We are the only one that will save you. You see, our leader tried to even save Odjus Okalo. And the funny thing is that when we try to save them, they still run back to these people, thinking that their life is hinged or attached to these people, and it is the Janjaweed that will save them. But funny enough, it is this Janjaweed, because they have something against you. Just like as our leader have exposed Wike, because some of them, they have videos of you where they molested you from your back, where they have so many things they've done to you. They have records of so many things they will bring at you to blackmail you, and then you continue to become a zombie to them because you want to save your ass. Let me tell you, these people, they will still kill you. Hope Uzodinma, they will kill you. Odjus Okalo, these people will kill you. The only people that will save you are your own Biafra people. And the earlier you wake up now and join your people to have Biafra, because we will know how to, treat everything you have, all your fuck up. We know how to treat it. We will know how to either pardon you or to, tell you what to pay. How to pay for your sins. Because you have committed so much sin. There are people like David Uzbahi and the Hope Uzodinma and the Odjus Okalo and the Emeka Hakim and the rest of them. Theodore Oji and the rest of them. They've committed a lot of havoc in our land. And we know we have grudges against them.
Now,
but we are not going to kill you. We are your people.
Okay, now before...
If you commit yourself to them, they will kill you.
Now, before we proceed, Mazo Dikema, you have a dispute. Can you come up with the what you think is the problem, is the reason why they choose to be a slave instead of standing on their feet?
Yes, can you hear me?
Go ahead.
Good. You made a reference about Imo State governor because he's a 419. Now, what justification or what category can you put P2B? During the time of P2B, we know how our people were massacred in the Zoo River. The people that belong to the Masob. So, what category can we put P2B?
Good.
Because P2B, he won the governorship election, but they used Wuru and put Ngige. And Ngige were doing well. Even me myself, I was praising him. I love him. You understand? Because when he came, but Peter Obi fought. He fought through the court, and he got back his mandate. So after getting back his mandate, why did he kill our people?
Good and fine.
So
Let me answer you this very question. Let me answer you. Peter Obi fought. What is the condition they gave him before he win that case in court? Can you tell me any condition they give him?
Condition they gave him?
Yes. Or do you think that he just go to court and win the case? That is where you must come out, because do you think that Peter Obi just go court?
He fought for it.
Okay, he just go court and win the case.
And he won. Yeah.
Now, why did Meki Hedioha lose in court with the whole evidence he has? Is it not the same court? Why?
Okay, if that is the case, if that is the case, that they promising something, the same Peter Obi came out with article for presidential election. So why didn't they promise them that said whatever they promised? Who is the
president during the time of Atiku Peter Obi?
You see?
No, who is the president during? Listen, no, who is the president? Not listen. Who is the president? Mazio Dinkema, listen.
They believe in one Nigeria. The suffering that our people are suffering, they are benefiting from it.
Mazio Dinkema, let me tell you this thing. Mazio Dinkema.
Would you know who is a rich man or not?
Mazio Dinkema. Or Dinkema. Are you still there? Mazio Dinkema, are you still there? Are you hearing me?
Me, I can hear you. I don't know who face can hear you.
Mazio Dinkema Wachineke, are you hearing me? Mazio Dinkema Wachineke, can you hear me?
No, his line is fluctuating. Maybe he needs to go out and come back.
I think you have to go and come back so that you can be hearing everyone.
And they are disturbing us. So they are disturbing us.
No, your network is not strong.
Your network. So just go out and come back again.
And
okay. So just like I was trying to tell you, Mazi Achebe, the truth is that these people, the only one that was, it's just like our leader will always tell us, sometimes when it is time to stand for our own, we can stand for our own. But these people don't know that we love them. We love them more than they think these Fulanis care about them. Fulani does not care about them at all. But they think the only saving grace they have, because those people have something against them. They have tapes against them. They have their past against them that they will use against them. So they keep running back to them. They keep running to them thinking that they will save them. But these Fulani are the ones that will kill you eventually. They will kill you because they have all your faults.
I was saying something before this thing, because there is something we must learn here. I hope Mazio Dinkema will listen to me, because I think he need to go into more politics to understand the game of politics. Game of politics is a dirty game. Peter Obi won in court because he meets some people who tell him, okay, if you can carry out this assignment, these are the way we have to share it. This is our percentage. This will be your percentage. This is what we must follow. And Ngige was removed because he had issue with his own godfather, which is Eselwenuego Noga, a younger brother to Andu Uba, which is Chris Uba. I know you don't know this story. Chris Uba was the...
But is Ifeanyi related to Andu Uba? Are they related?
Chris Uba is a younger brother to Andu Uba. Ifeanyi Uba is from Unewu.
Okay.
Chris Uba, Andu Uba is from Oga.
Okay.
They are not they are not related, but they are Anambra.
Okay.
So the only people that relate there is Andu Uba and Chris Uba. They are elder brother and younger brother. So Peter Obi come into power when Ngige, who Chris Uba made the governor, because Chris Ngige never won Anambra State governor. It's Chris Uba that made him governor. But when he now give him the condition, Chris Ngige think I have gotten the power. I can quickly let me do what I want. And that was the time Chris Uba and Anduba, they used the zone 9 to kidnap him. The first governor to be kidnapped in office was Chris Nwabeze Ngige. And the people that carried it out is Chris Uba, a younger brother to Anduba. Ibeto Cement. You all know about Ibeto. Anduba shot Ibeto down. Anduba sold Anambra State properties. The first week he entered as Anambra State governor. He destroyed many things, even the Anambra State station. He destroyed them.
He was governor before, for how long?
For, I guess, for either 3 weeks or 1 month. Many people don't know. You know, people don't read history and they don't know the politics. Now that is where the P2B come in, because if Ngige we are in good terms with his godfather Chris Uba, if P2B let him hire the whole lawyers in the world, he can never win that case in court. Because if you check it, Ngige ruled for 3 years and the case was still in court. So when he finished, he remained only 1 year for him to round up. And Chris Uba said, since you disobey me, since you don't follow my command, I will remove you. And when you remove a governor, the person that will take over is the person that is challenging him, the person that took second. And who takes second is P2B. And Oba went to P2B and he said, okay, you can give me my percentage. This man refused to give me my percentage and I will not disturb you. Take over the governorship. That was how P2B come into power. But Odinkema never studied or never hear all this story. Before he think P2B just went to court and win. How? Who judged the case? Which lawyer? Which chief judge? Mbadinuju, who was the then governor, he ruled only 4 years, and they have issue with his godfather, Emeka Ofo, and they remove him. As of then, Chris Uba and the Chris Ngige, and Anduba, your election don't count. These people fix whoever they want and put him there. You can't challenge them in Anambra State. The person that rescued Chris Ngige, then shot that person not less than 13 bullets. They killed him. So now, when our brother Odikema say, when P2B and Atiku came, why didn't them give them that condition? And I asked him, who is the president then? The president is the late Muhammad Buhari. And the late Muhammad Buhari is carrying their agenda of the Fulani Caliphate.
Yes.
So how can he is the then president? And in the Northerners, for them to carry out their full agenda, they play this politics in a way that you can never understand that they have zoned the whole candidate to the north. They bring APC, bring Muhammad Buhari as president. PDP bring Atiku. Where did Atiku come from? The north. Where Buhari, the then president, came from? The north. My brother is having network problem. Your device is not connecting. I'm seeing here, but it's not connecting. You can go out and come back, please. Okay, he's back. Now, you see where this issue is coming from. Now, the Fulani Caliphate now plan it. Since because the first tenure of late Muhammad Buhari, he was vividly carrying out everything about the north. He is not missing any of his promise to the Boko Haram by employing them to the Nigerian Nigerian military and this thing. He is giving them the Sharia law which he promised them. Now, for them not to have, because in 2019, they know that Buhari have failed woefully, that he is carrying a Northern Caliphate agenda, and they want to remove him. For them to retain power, they now say, even if Buhari will be out, we will put another person who will continue with the same agenda with Buhari, which is Atiku. That is the reason they now bring Buhari, they bring Atiku, all of them from North. And the other party bring a Ribadu. You know who is Ribadu?
Yeah, the former EFCC.
Who is this thing? Is it EFCC? I don't think.
Ribadu. You know who Ribadu? Former EFCC.
Yes. They now still bring him for
another.
He was
the Federal Capital Territory before, then he became a EFCC.
Okay. Now they bring him. What does that shows you? That they have now planted their people with the same agenda. Atiku have the same agenda with Buhari. Buhari will have the same agenda with Atiku. Now tell me, even if Peter Obi become deputy vice president, he will become a bat also.
Yes.
Like this current vice president, Osibajo, knows nothing about the Nigerian government. So this is a game of politics that you need to study well to know where they are heading. And since the president, why? Okay, let me use Oshomole for example. People are saying that Oshomole won election. How did Oshomole won election? The great cat of Benin. I don't know if you know who is cat in Benin, in Edo State.
Is it Gbenedio?
No, that is Tony Anene.
Okay, yeah.
Who hail from Uromi.
I was born in Uromi, so I know Anene very well.
Okay, he was born where in Uromi?
I was born in Uromi. I schooled in where my secondary school is behind Anene's house in Arwe. I went to Arwe Secondary School.
You mean it?
That's where Anene is from.
Exactly. Which means you can speak Isha then?
Very, very well.
Wow. That means you go teach me Isha now. But there, yeah.
Oh, they are not saying.
Oh, no, what?
Who teach you Isha?
No, before their mouth for you.
No, I speak Isha very well.
Wow.
I went to school in Uromi.
Hey, yeah. That is good. Now, Anini is from Uromi. The issue, I don't know if you know the politics of this thing, because my phone Google, I run things, and I have campaigned for Ojo Ubesia. You know him?
No.
In 2007, I was a campaign director to Ojo Ubesia.
In Edo State?
In Edo State. They hired me all the way from Anambra.
Wow.
That is when I know where is Uromi. I come Uromi, and I come Ubiaja. That is where Ojo Ubesia. In 2007, Ojo Ubesia campaign with this man that is from Iruebe. The man that Osumbo,
okay, yeah.
Osumbo contested under PDP with Oshomole and Chris Ngige. With Ojo Ubesia.
Yeah.
So Osumbo won the Tonianini tell Ojo Ubesia to step down for Osumbo to go. And Ojo Ubesia told him that Osumbo is a woman, that even if he put him in the power, that other party will remove him. That this man don't know what politics is all about. Put me there and I will deliver for you. I was in their meeting. He said no, that he have already promised him to compensate the then Stella Maris of the former wife of Obasanjo who died.
Obasanjo.
Good. If you see the name I mentioned to tell that these people is people that I sit down with. We play a rugged politics in this thing. I spent about 6 months in Edo State. And every day, every blessed day, I receive not less than 20,000 naira as my payment. Because I had my own mission assignment that I was doing that time for them. Now, when during the time after that time, then they now tell Ojo Gbesa, how much would they give you? He collected his own share and he go inside. They now bring Osumbo. When Osumbo won the election, he now started having the same issue with Tony Anini. No, not Tony Anini. Tony Anini and Obasanjo, the same PDP, started having issue in who will be the board of trustee of PDP.
Board of trustee, yeah.
If you can remember, this we play politics not today. So now, when Obasanjo played Anini in that board of trustee, Anini wanted to punish him for playing him, and then he went and bring Oshomole because Obasanjo Osumbo was picked and given to Anini by Obasanjo to help make him the then governor of Edo State. And Anini, being a close friend, he accepts him. When Obasanjo has issue with Anini, Anini now punish him by removing. My brother, you can off your listening device. By removing Osumbo, and the Oshomole now win in court, and they say that Oshomole have won in court. All these things are politics. If you don't have issue with your godfather, who is the judge, the chief judge? Who is the chief judge that can give you this thing? So when you someone tell you that someone win in court, the question you need to ask, what agreement that make them to win in court? You can't just get justice in terms of politics. In other things, you can get pure justice in court. But when it comes to politics, you can never get a justice in the court of law, in as far as that is concerned. Because the people that control the court are the leaders who pick people. When you have issue with your godfather, your own is gone. When your godfather, maybe who submitted you to your godfather, have issue with your godfather, your leadership is gone. It's at stake. So once you become a governor, you need to pay your loyalty to who bring you and submit you to the Mr. Fix-It in that country. If you fail it, the person can still remove you. But when Anini put Oshomole, he think he can still control Oshomole. Do you know what happened? Oshomole now betray him. End of the day, because Oshomole is another tough guy. He now betray him. When he wanted to remove Oshomole, Oshomole said, I have settled you, you cannot take me out. And because Oshomole is one of the top member in where they bring. I don't know how to say.
Because I understand that Aneni, before Aneni will help you, you must belong to Ogboni. If you don't join Ogboni, Aneni will not help you.
You know, when we have meeting at Mary the Queen Street number, because that is the street you people call Ogboni Street. You know Mary the Queen. That is the real street. That's the if I am if I'm
you should pause. The audio is bad.
If I am telling you, when I tell you that I have been into politics for long, I just come in Europe here. When you talk of Anambra politics, I know many politicians today that when you talk about campaign, when you talk about removing the ballot box from anyone, and we the runner now, you go settle us. We'll remove them. Burn. If you want us to burn it, we'll burn it. If you want us to keep it, we'll keep it. So when we come Edo State in 2007, or by that time, they never even get all these system people that like that, or only coded ones, children never enter. Who be you to enter street? When we reach, there is a place called, it's very close to Delta State. What is it? Ewohimi. When we campaign for them, there's one woman, they call is from Irua. I have forgotten this woman. When she saw the work I did for Ubesia, she hired me again for her own this thing. When we enter Ekpoma, my brother, if you see men fashion, that's why today if I see some small bottle in South Africa, we'll be removing talking mat. Where Mazachebe is talking, I'll say, why this guy no dey Nigeria? Make her dey Nigeria. Make him talk. Make I talk.
What you call them on Sunday? Say they are a cook.
A cook, a group.
A cook. a cook in South Africa.
I will be laughing, but all these things, glory be to God, because it's not easy.
Yeah.
If you think it's easy, go one day and hijack a ballot paper. You will know you will know how it will look alike. So I think my brother could have listened to this very analysis, the story I tell him about politics. If politics is not just getting results because you're a good man. Good man don't get the result. Now, coming to the main issue of no election in Anambra State, bringing the event of what that man said before about what you need to give about this about the Anambra election. The only thing now we need to sacrifice to get what we want is that our fundamental right to go out and vote. That's your fundamental right to vote. You have to deprive it back to yourself. You have to seize it. You have to deprive yourself that your fundamental right to vote, or whom to select who to be voted or whom to be voted, or whatever they say it, by sitting at home and say no to Anambra State election. That is what everyone can personally give on their own. And how can you do that? Is by succumbing, by choosing the way of sit at home.
Yes.
When you sit at home, you have already hit the so-called Eastern politicians the way it will pain them.
I want you to debunk something, Mazi Paul, because I think let me just have like 10 minutes or more to join you. But I want you to debunk something quickly. What I want you to debunk now is when people keep saying that whether you vote or not, they are still going to put their own person. Me, I have a different opinion to that. So I want to know what your opinion is, because I believe in when we sit at home, the election will be illegitimate. Please help us debunk this idea that people keep lying to people, telling them that, don't mind them. Whether you sit at home or not, even if it's only one person that votes or two people that vote, they will still give it a winner. Please debunk that.
Now, in that very area now, when you sit at home, automatically there will be no election, because they can only declare winner when you engage yourself or when you participated in the election. When you did not participate, they didn't see anyone. Nobody can declare election, because who will they declare the winner? Is it the PDP, the APC, the YPP, the SDP?
Even if Ifeanyi family come and vote, or even if only Andy family come and vote, even if it's only 5 people that vote.
No, there is a percentage. There is a number of votes you need to get before you win an election. At least
let me come in.
At least you need to get some percentage of vote before you can win. 10 people getting in a way that is let me use Anambra State. The total number of registered votes should be around 500,000 voters card.
Okay.
Or this thing, and then the accredited ones. Before you can become a governor in Anambra State, you must get at least not less than 150,000 votes. So when there is no election, and is it Anduba's family that is up to 1,000 members? Now, in the other issue, you need to win at least. You will have to pass your opponent with at least 5%. Meaning that for you the person that will win Anambra election must score not less than 100 to 200,000 votes. At that point, there will be the people that casted wrong vote. They will annul it, void vote. What they call it. There will be people that will fail to show up in that vote in poll unit. All those things, they have to calculate all of them. So where are they going to get the number of the people they are going to this thing? The only thing they will tell you is to happen, like they will tell you there will be a state of emergency. There will not be any state of emergency. The reason is there is no crisis. What brings a state of emergency is a place where there is chaos, where there is a shootout, where there is war, where there is a bloody revolution, where there is a lot of things going on. Anambra State is one of the most peaceful states in that is contraption called Nigeria today.
Yes.
So what are they going to use? Which court will grant that because you must pass through due process to declare Anambra State a state of emergency. Before you declare Anambra state of emergency, you have to declare Borno state of emergency, yes. Zamfara state of emergency, Kaduna state of emergency, Niger state of emergency, because Imo state of emergency.
Yes.
Now, which law are you going to justify that? You cannot. So, my people, if you don't want a state of emergency, you must sit at home. If they tell you that they want to impose another person, tell them it's impossible, because they will fight themselves. They will be the one to expose themselves.
Correct.
They can never unite to impose one person. So this is the reason why I urge every Anambarians, wherever you are, or non-Anambarians, and you are residing in Anambra State, you must on the 6th of November sit at home. Don't come out, so that let us see how it goes. Because even if Ifeanyi will sit at home that day, and Duba will sit at home, all of them will sit at home. Because if you come out, you die. Kefiga call him Maggie.
Kefiga call your mother.
So that is the only thing. If person tell you that they will put anyone, that is a pure lie, and they cannot declare state of emergency. The only thing they will do is what they call postponement of election, and when they do that, the person that will remain in office is this Kai man Kuli Obiano will be the one to remain in office until they do the needful. So don't panic. There is nobody will do that. I'm from Anambra. If it's not so, I will tell you.
Wow.
Thank you, my brother. Now, welcome back on the Kemba
I have to
Machineke.
leave now and allow you guys to continue.
Thank you
very much.
We will even soon round up. Thank you.
Thank you.
Until we come again.
Bye. Yeah.
Now, welcome back on the Kemba Machineke. Are you there?
It's open. It's open. Even the INEC chairman.
You were saying something. Can you continue? Because we have only 16 minutes to round up. Are you still there? They come and watching it. This your network is disturbing you very well. So it's like you need to work on it. Sorry, his network is really disturbing him. And I think on that note, let me round the broadcast up, because we have spent 2 hours 45 minutes. Listen, Biafrans all over the world. The only thing you need to sacrifice now is your fundamental right. What is that, your fundamental right? The right to vote. That's when you say you are not going to vote, you have every right to say you are not going to vote. It's your right. No one can force you to vote. Our elder statesman, Olansi, you watch. Ask yourself, why is the northern people, why is the western people not coming to our land to develop it? We are the one developing our land. Only us are developing our land. That is to tell you that these people knows that we are not one. These people knows that we are not together. These people knows that you don't have anything in common with them. They know that Nigeria is not one. That is why they never one day say anything, come to your land to develop it. Come to think of it. Let me use this man for example, this Alhaji Dangote. Do you know how many companies branches Dangote has. Even go to Cameroon, Niger Republic, he have many branches there. He have many branches in Nigeria, but do you know that Dangote don't have any branch in Southeast or so-called South-South? Are you aware of that? That is to tell you that no matter how a Fulani man, no matter how Hausa man is, he can never trust you to come and invest in your place. He know that if he bring his plant, his factory, his company to the east, it will create a job opportunity. He will employ Igbo people. But he don't want to employ your people. He know that in every village or a city, a state that you put your factory, at least you will have 50% of the indigenous to be employed in that very place. But he refused. And our people are foolish enough to take all their companies to the north. And today they are using it against them. They are using their investment that they invested in north to hurt them. You cannot run with your houses. Ask yourself, the Fulani man that is changing dollars in the east, where are they? Some of them, they will sleep with your gate man. With millions of dollars, they will come and sleep in the night. In the morning, they move. It's because they refuse to rent apartments to pay. They refuse to rent anything. That is why I tell you, you must wisen up. Say no to election. The only way to tell these Eastern governors that you are not with them, that we have fed up, to tell them that until they release our leader, is by saying no to election. Because ask yourself, what have caused this struggle? Welcome back, Odenkema. Is your network, will your network allow you to say something now, or is still disturbing you? Are you there?
Yeah, watch nigga. Thank you.
Welcome back. Now, I was saying something before your arrival. I was saying...
let me try and say what I want to say.
Okay.
It's concerning the same election that we are talking about. The INEC chairman, Professor Mohamud Yakubu, he said, the INEC chairman said that all the INEC 8 Hawk staff posted to all the local government and ward refused to go despite the orientation given to them by security agencies. Yet, none of them agreed to go, and this is ugly scenario posed against this election that they are planning. So even the officials of our INEC posted in Anambra State, all the local government, they refuse to go. So there will not be election. There will not be election. There will not be election. So thank you very much. I think my network or Zoo is attacking me, because anyone that happens, we target on Zoo. Maybe they're attacking my network or they're attacking, I don't know. But anyhow it is, all we have to say that the people who have repented because of one thing or the other, just like our elderly man who repented because of unknown gunmen. So it's a repentance of unknown gunmen. Let others like him also repent and face the truth. Because what Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for is for freedom of everybody. And if Nigeria take the advice of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, there wouldn't be any seat at home. There wouldn't be any seat at home. There wouldn't be any agitation for Biafra. But now that we've already marched into that, pick the flag, and with ideology marching forward, there is no way that we're going to allow it. All we demand is referendum. So brothers and sisters, whoever is watching, or those of you who have been brainwashed, or maybe they give you money as an IPOB social media warrior in order to agitate for Andiuba, desist from it. You are sabotaging the struggle. You are sabotaging the effort of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, who have been fighting Nigerian government through the law, because outside Nigeria, nobody have ever recognized us as a terrorist. It's only in Nigeria. So do you want to help the Nigerian government to keep attacking us as a terrorist, or do you want to help Mazen Nandekano clear our name as a terrorist? Is a question? It is a question. It is a question. Also, I want to also talk about the 23 soldiers that were killed in Katsina. The 23 soldiers were killed in Katsina. If you are serving in Nigeria military, our leader have said it before, resign and come and serve your land, protect your land. Those of you who are still there in serving the military, serving police, serving whatever you're serving, and they are sending Boko Haram terrorists in your home, in your village, in your home country, killing them, and you are there serving them. Now, also some of you, I know that some of you will not agree if they post you to so-called Southeast or the entire South to go and kill. Most of you will say no, that you're not going to go. They are going to send these terrorists to come and kill you. If you make investigation about these 23 soldiers that were killed by the terrorists, I don't know if I'm coming out clear.
Loud and clear.
I'm coming out clear. If you make an investigation about these 23 soldiers that were killed, is either that they sent them to go to the south to go and be massacring our people, and they refused. And they have to set them up to come and massacre all of them. You understand what I'm saying now? That the news will carry it and say bandit attack or terrorist attack and kill 70 stuff. But it's actually a court martial, because they refused to do what? To go and kill their own brothers and sisters. Then what are you doing there? Why don't you resign? Come and protect. Why can't you resign? Come and protect your land. If you are going to die, let it be that you are going to take 1 or 2 people with you before you die. Instead of you being there and they will court martial you. Because it's a court martial. It's nothing like police invaded, terrorists invaded the army barrack and killed 23. When you can accord it, is it not the same military barrack that we saw that Nigerian military came into our land with the AK-47, AK-49, and the chain gun, shooting, and somebody is holding the gun? Is it not the same weapon that you have in that your barrack that they kill 23? It's a court martial. What are you doing there?
Try to round up, because we go end this program in next 5 minutes.
Why can't you defend your land instead of you to play stubborn? You are playing stubborn because of what you are getting. How much are they paying you? And because of that, you say you're not going to go. They are going to court martial you, just like the way they court martial these 23 our brothers and sisters. Say that is the terrorists. Another one is these politicians that allow yourself to be used. Take, for example, the so-called Buhari government. They called on the security meeting on the 26th of October, 2021. Not even single Anjuba, are you there? Ifeanyi, are you there? Okay, watching again. So what am I saying here? What I'm saying here is this, in total, in general. Let all of us put heads together and support Mazen Nandekano by not boycotting, by sitting at home and say no election. Because even the INEC officials have said that they are not going to go. So what are you doing? What are you doing? Thank you very much. I still remember Mazi Odinkem and Kendele Mwachineke. Shalom Mwachineke.
Shalom Mwachineke. Thank you. May Elohim bless you and your household. That is our brother Odinkem Mwachineke. On this note, I will be rounding up the today's program. Once again, my name is Mazi Achebepol, MAP. Don't be scared. Don't listen to anyone that will tell you that come out for election. Don't listen to anyone that will tell you he is campaigning for Ifeanyi. Many people that are on this that are talking about Biafra have been bought. So know those that have been bought. And whenever you see any page campaigning for Ifeanyi and Uba, know that those are Janjaweed page. Don't listen to them. They might come with IPOB flyers and the IPOB uniform. Just don't listen to them. Anyone can buy IPOB shirt, IPOB cap. Anyone can buy it. Anyone can tag anything in order to get your attention. So know the real freedom fighters. And on this note, I must tell you, say no to election. It's your fundamental right to boycott anything election in Biafra land. It's your fundamental right to say no to election. That is the only way that you can send message to this our political ally that they have failed. Ask yourself, if they fail, if they are working, will there be any agitation? The answer is no. Since they have failed you and you need a betterment of life, the only way to get what you want is to use what you have. To get what you want. What is that you have? Your fundamental right. Enforce it. Use it wisely. You must not vote. It's not compulsory. There's no constitution that tells you that you must vote. So on this note, I say, may Elohim bless every one of you. May Elohim guide and protect Biafrans all over the world. If you want Chuku, remember bless, I cite you, Ike Chuku, Ejeku. Greetings from here. May Elohim guide every one of us. On this note, I say, good night. Until I come your way again. I remain my humble self, Mazi Achebe Paul. MAP is Yokubundu one na Biafra land. Stand for the truth and nothing but the truth. If you have taken money from anyone, please return it before you come to make any confession. Your confession will not be accepted until you return the money you collected as a bribe, indirectly or directly, through recharge card, through television, anything. Return it. Then you can make your confession and it will be accepted. That's all. Remember blessed and don't forget to subscribe to Biafra Unity TV on YouTube and follow us on our Instagram, Mazi Achebe Paul. Thank you and remember blessed. We must continue. No retreat, no surrender. No more election in Biafra land. Thank you and remember blessed.